What's happening, everybody out there, YouTube land? This is Moz coming to you with Moz's Toy Box. And today we're going to be unboxing the Rogue One ShoreTrooper Squad Leader. I'm waiting for some of the other peeps to get online. DonPrime's having some issues with the internet. Lane should be here shortly. Loco Lu, I believe, may pop on, as well as Chris and maybe even P. Rockzilla. So I don't want to get into the unboxing just yet. I know Justin's still on, so I want to give people a chance to get here. So what I need to do is stop slacking, I guess, and actually pull up some stuff to talk about, since I don't have my figure to unbox yet. I see Jeff's here. DonPrime and Loco Lu been talking to the channel a bit. I saw Max was one of the first people here, though. Max was here. I don't even know what time. I wish it showed me the timestamps. Let's see. Nope. Doesn't give me a timestamp. That's sad. But Don was shortly thereafter him, which is awesome. I was watching Justin's stream for a minute, but obviously I can't keep watching it because I'm here now. And I was really hoping he was going to be done before I got here. But, you know, what can you do? So, guys, while you're here, though, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already a subscriber. And, yeah, it's all about me, but Justin's on, so it's actually all about him because he's got like 400 people watching that. It's all good, though. It's all good. It's not all about the numbers. It's about the quality, right? The quality. But I won't unbox this yet, but I did pay the extra money for the extra box. Maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know, but I did. So my shipper is within a second box, which is cool, you know. Let's see here. Hold on. Where's my mouse? I can't find my mouse. There it is. And I can't do widescreen on that yet. So let's see. We had some excellent news here. We had the flash drop this week. We didn't get anything to drop last night, though. I was going to post about this stream a little earlier, but since the flash dropped, I'm wearing my reverse flash shirt because it's all about the reverse flash, in my opinion. What's his name? Wells, Tom Cavanaugh, who played Wells in the first season, and the Reverse Flash in the first season. That's the one I liked when you talk about the CW show. But you know, that didn't stop me from going out and buying the comics and getting his first appearance, which is pretty awesome. Pretty stoked about that. There's actually several different first appearances of the Reverse Flash. Hold on. Lane said something and it blipped off my screen. Where did Lane go? Wait, I'm not 2 minutes late, Lane. I'm here. You're 2 minutes late. I don't understand what he'd be saying. Anyway, so yeah, Wells, I really should go on, I guess, Netflix and watch the seasons I haven't watched so far, because I think I stopped watching around season 5, maybe 4, 5. Whenever the I didn't even watch the whole season. Whenever the Infinite Crisis on Infinite Earths thing happened, is when I kind of stopped watching just the show in general. I got tired of the Scooby Gang click thing they just keep doing over and over again. You know, it's just It's just annoying. Let's see. Yeah, there's Instagram going. Let me pull up the Flash figure here. I've been pretty slack on this. I should have already had it pulled up, to be honest with you. And it's not there. Let's sideshow. Let's go over the figure. I don't have one in hand. Why does this keep signing me out? It's really annoying. Just leave me signed in. That's the way it should be. But let's see. Flash. Really? You're just not in the Superman? No, you're killing me. All right, let's just go to DC Comics. I got a whole bunch of Cos babies. Like anybody who wants Cos babies, get out of here with the Cos babies. I turned up my volume on my microphone a little bit, my gain, so I'm probably coming through a little louder. Let me know if I'm coming through too loud, please. I can watch the little thing, over and over again. It looks like I'm okay, but it's really only good when you can, hear it for yourself. So, yeah. So you have that. Let's see. Let's open this in its own thing here. Share screen. Window. Sounds normal. Well, I hope I'm sounding a little louder than normal, but we'll see. All right. So I shared that. And here we are. All right. So here's the Flash. This is the CW Flash. They announced this back really early, I think around season 3. They announced this figure, which was years ago now, surprisingly enough, years ago. So they made some concessions. He's wearing the original red Flash icon, which I never really liked, but he's wearing that. He also comes with the white and gold, which is cool because that's more of the Flash that we all know. He's got the white and gold going on. But he's still wearing an outdated suit because I believe the new trailers, he's wearing something more akin to the New 52 suit that I think comes out of the ring, which is something they did in the comics. They had this ring with some technology that allowed the suit to come out of the ring. So this is not that suit, though. This is the one where it's like two-piece. It's more like a kind of a jacket and pants thing and a helmet, or, well, a hood. But Sideshow went with the helmeted look. But it's not a bad sculpt. I mean, I'm seeing Grant Gustin in this sculpt. It's not horrible. What I have been seeing, though, and people that actually have this in hand, is the red that's not pleather. That seems to be a lot brighter than what they're letting on in these pictures. They really played with some of the color grading to make this match up. Or what they ended up doing was, this being the prototype, the real one just came out a lot more, a lot brighter. So it's kind of sad because in the prototype, I think the red looks good. It matches up with the outfit pretty well. It's not too overbearing. What kind of concerns me, though, of course, is this fabric all pleather, this pleather-looking fabric, because that's a lot of pleather upkeep to mess with. I should hope that Hot Toys by now would stop learning or using pleather entirely. And there's Lou. Let's add him to the stream. What's up, Lou?
What's up, Maz? How you doing, broskies?
Oh, well, nothing going on, man. Just I was watching the Justin stream. He's still going. It's sad. We should poach those people.
Nah. We good.
You're like, this is a better stream. What you got,
brother? I saw this in a True Light review, like in different forms of light, the whole costume on this Flash, and yeah, I think I'm changing my mind on it because it doesn't look good. The reds are so starkly different and drastically different that
I saw
the
that.
Social Toys one looks a lot better as far as color.
Well, is there elements we could interchange from it? I mean, because I think the head sculpt on this is better than the So-So Toys, right?
Yes, that's true, but this head sculpt is a magnetic head sculpt, so you have to remove the entire neck and put that in its place. But we have the other one, but here's the problem. It's shorter than the Hot Toys one.
The So Toys
It's
one is shorter
literally-
as well?
Yes, it's shorter than the Hot Toys one. So either Grant Gustin's like 6'5" or
Yeah.
6'10", something like that. So I think the height will be perfect the way Hot Toys has it. It's just the So Toys is a little undersized. Even the head proportions is undersized if you compare it to the Hot Toys one. So it's
Well,
like you
that's
pick your
sad that
poison.
you can't interchange it.
Yeah, well, if someone's willing to do that, which most people aren't, and we can see that it actually does work to do it in that fashion, I'll be down to, get to and do a kind of like, flashpoint story where one flashes behind the other, and you put the good looking one in front and then the shitty one in the back.
Yeah.
Like the execution, it could have been a whole lot better. It's just like, yeah, these prototype pictures look good, but in person, and from what I've seen in the video reviews and the other, comparisons, it's starkly different. It's so bad. It's like putting red next to blue, almost. It's just bad.
Yeah. I saw some pictures. I think Justin had posted them on Instagram, and it was a lot brighter on the red. But it looks like it actually has that problem here in the prototype. They're just photoshopping and color correcting a little bit to get it, because this is a pretty bright red here. You can tell in this picture. This red's pretty bright.
Yeah, the suit looks amazing. It's just the colors, man. And the pleather.
I hope that they revisit this character and make him again for the later season, because like I was saying, I don't know if you heard me, but in the later season one, it looks like they're going for that New 52 look.
Yeah, that New 52 look, especially on Gustin, looks really good. It's plus there's no pleather in it whatsoever. It should be all like a mesh material mixed with maybe some polyesters, but knowing Hot Toys, they gotta throw in something that degrades it over time, so that way you can't play with your figures.
Well, knowing Hot Toys, we'll only get this one, and that's it. So
that too.
Because he's not a huge seller. We already know this. He's not like moving, but
he's not an Iron Man.
It sucks because if people read Flash, he's actually one of the more interesting characters in the DC universe.
Oh, that's hands down. That's hands down, especially Barry Allen. Yeah, he hands down. But what can you do, man? It's like we could do it better. We could take the opportunity and try to body swap and see if it works. I seen that maybe the suit will be a little bit form-fitting on the So Toys, but the So Toys has pleather as well. So, it does, and it has it in similar areas. But I gotta look at the pants again. The pants I wasn't 100% sure of.
Yeah, until somebody gets this in hand that can tell us if that's actually pleather. Because if this isn't pleather, if this is something else, you could possibly dye that red and get it darker. But that's really iffy. That's really ballsy move there.
The stretchy material that's around the pleather is, a separate material. It's not pleather. Just the chest portion and the thigh portion, like the front of the trousers, that's pleather. But if they added that technology that they've been using on Spider-Man instead, maybe we could get away with it. Maybe if it's the healing technology that they've been using, maybe we could get away with it. But we won't know until we have the figure in hand, or if someone mentions it, or puts it in a strong dynamic pose for a long period of time, like say a few hours, and then puts it back into place.
Well, I like that this one does come with the Golden Age Flash helmet. That's pretty cool. The Wesley Shipp helmet from the show.
Yeah, that's true.
He comes with some great accessories, really. I wish you had a couple more hands, but
Yeah, but they see it as, oh, it's Flash. He doesn't do much.
Yeah.
And but he does a lot. They could have gave us like a whirlwind punch, kind of like what Mezco did, something along those lines, or even a knife edge hand or a fist that's vibrating and create that illusion with translucent plastic or something.
Oh, wow, that's weird. Let's try this. There we go. So, yeah, Lane, my stream started, dude. Let's see. JV Collect says that he took my advice and he went and bought the MMS 162, which is a classic Predator from the movie Predators. And I'm curious if JV Collect's actually got that in hand yet.
Well, I'll be back.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
The bus. I'll be back.
Lane, man. All right, let's see. Hold on. I'm giving Lane the link. He's going to be here in a second. I think he was too busy watching the boys over there. So JV Collects, man, if you got that 162 in hand, let me know. And I can give you any pointers if you like. Oh, we lost Lou. Snap. That's sad. That's sad too. And of course, Jeff is stating the MRC. He lives right beside Secret Base. He usually gets out the reviews first. So it's good to know. I'll keep an eye out for that. And let's see if Lane's popping in here or not. We'll get him in here. But yeah, this Flash, man, this Flash is actually pretty nice. Oh, Jeff said something. Let's see. Oh, okay, I couldn't hear him. There's Lane.
What's Hello. Up, Lane? There is the reverse Flash.
Yes.
And I see we decided to pull out the same hairstyle. I like that.
Yeah.
Except you got a little bit more like Homer Simpson doing fusion dance with what's his neighbor? I'm forgetting. I can't believe I'm forgetting this.
I don't watch enough Simpsons to know the characters that well.
Smithers was the right hand guy to Burns. Why am I forgetting? God, man, I feel like a moron right now. I'm making a moron out of myself on live TV.
The guy,
the one who's the super religious guy whose wife got killed after season.
Shoot, I can't remember his name.
Time to Google.
So JV Collects, so you got him coming in Monday. Berserker Predator, I'm going to warn you right now, has got a lot of pleather on him. And a lot, even if you buy one new in the box, you can't be guaranteed that the Ned Flanders. Thank you, Jeff.
Flanders.
You can't be guaranteed JV Collects that he's going to show up without leather or pleather issues. I'll just tell you that right now. Another one without a lot of pleather would be the Heavy Weaponry Wolf and
does Celtic have a lot of pleather?
Say again?
Does Celtic have a lot of pleather with him?
He's got a few pleather spots, mainly straps, which they can, they actually hold pieces, so that means like armor pieces can fall off
over time.
And of course, mine have done that, and I just re-glued them, so it's not a big, huge deal, but it's annoying. And the bicep armor really gets in the way of you trying to put his hands and stuff on if you want to change out hands, because you instinctively want to grab the back of that elbow, and there's your bicep
to hold it in
armor,
place. And hold it in place so you can
while you put the hand in, and your thumb is going to sit right on that bicep armor piece and is going to rip up that pleather.
Those hands can either be really easy or super annoying.
Yes, well, all my Predator hands are annoying.
I love your show tonight.
Was that
Reverse Flash?
Oh,
I love the Reverse Flash. He's one of my favorite DC villains.
That's my boy. I had how hard it was to find a proper Reverse Flash shirt, because a lot of the ones you could find, like you go to I think Second and Charles, back when the CW Flash was really going, you could find a Second and Charles or like maybe even Hot Topic or whatever. You could find the shirt, but the symbol was too big. It was huge. It's like, in fact, this is still big, but it was like this big, and I'm like, I don't want that. I want something more.
So I see your box of the ShoreTrooper there, which I know is the main event everybody is excited for. So you got a double box?
Yeah, of course, man. With anything like this, I mean, considering what the ShoreTrooper went for, the original one, I just wanted to be safe. I was like, hell with it. I'll spend a couple extra bucks and
that's how I had my what was it? My last one sent to me. Oh, Ray was sent double box, and then I was gonna send the guy who I traded my IG-11 for the Krennic. I was gonna double box the IG-11, but the IG-11 box is too big. Was too big, so I couldn't fit in it. And I was like, because his box got a little battered when it came in the shipper, and I didn't want to send him a piece of crap. That's the one thing I don't like. I don't want to send a piece of crap shipper because I'm just I took pictures of it.
I keep the shippers. I keep the art box inside the shipper until I want to open up that box again, because all my parts I keep, in a container or something. So
yeah, no, I keep all my parts in the boxes that they come. I don't like mix and match. That's how stuff gets screwed up with me. But I break down my shippers. I keep whatever, the top, the like two parts that go, the two pieces that go around the art shipper box on the bottom and top. I keep those flat inside there, and then I flatten them out. That's how I can make space.
Okay.
But breaking down your shippers, guys, is always an excellent idea, because it's especially when you start getting as many as, if you're trying to get in Rodrigo's range of 250 someday. But I've had a bad experience from Sideshow this week because of the ShoreTrooper.
Yeah, you were telling me about this. So explain to them what's going on, man. What happened? Because you were supposed to have them today too. Yeah.
Well, originally I thought it was because he had the label printed on. Okay, so originally I got my notice that Wednesday I was supposed to get my charge, for my actual figure. I asked them to push it back a day because I thought I was going to be paying a down payment for something else on Wednesday, and I just didn't want to get hit by, like, I was already going to be paying $280, which is funny because I'm paying that actually tonight. Perfect plans that don't get screwed up by life. So since Thursday, he's been shipping with the label was printed.
So the label has been misprinted, you said? I'm sorry?
No, it was been printed since Thursday night.
Oh, okay.
So it's been sitting there, and I've been waiting to see for the updated information. And I checked. I got one of the ambassadors yesterday who, we know how well that can work out. In general, if you use one of, the online ambassadors, that doesn't work. So they told me that UPS had not picked it up, and they were just waiting on UPS. And I'm like, that really doesn't make any sense whatsoever, since it's been ready to go. And UPS says we're waiting it from the shipping company, from Sideshow to give it to them. So today I finally talked to customer service, and I just got notice that now it's finally shipped, and it's, quote, rescheduled to be delivered this Friday.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, it was nice that at least it's this Friday and not like next Tuesday. That'd be
if I was getting it from Toys Wonderland.
Yeah.
Well, I got Toys Wonderland was really good when they finally sent it to me, but I think it's because they had a holiday. But it took an entire week, and then me on the weekend having to go, hey, I had this on thing since like Sunday or Saturday the week before that you guys said you were going to ship it out, and it's still sitting there. And then amazingly, after talking to them on Facebook, like exactly 2 hours later, I got a notice, hey, DHL has it, and it's flying to you.
Nice.
And I was just like, okay. Okay. Why was it sitting there for a week? So, I'm glad it's on the way, but I would have loved, I thought it was going to be here by today, because that's when any else thing is shipped on Thursday or Friday. So I was hoping to have it here and unbox it in look terrible in comparison to you. So we could give you plenty of shine. As you epically showed off.
Well, in other news, unfortunately, it looks like Don's not going to be here. His internet is down until 2 a.m., he says. So,
blah. Well, that means we only got two bald guys instead of the trike guy.
Yeah, well, Lou's in and out. He's heading on to work, so he'll be here eventually. Yeah. So, but
I got probably like an hour or so from now that I can be on tonight. So I don't want to hold you up too much. And you should know better than using Wayland Yutani. You don't know how much stuff that they've got on your computer where they're tracking what you look at.
Yeah, well, I like it. I had to get it. It's my awesome sticker.
Well, so I'm going to play like 20 questions with you, Maz, a little bit. So are you just getting the squad leader, or are you going to be also getting a grunt as well with.
I got the grunt on the way too. Well, he hasn't shipped yet, but I ordered.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's coming, so you have a matching pair.
Yeah, I ordered
and you're
one
just
of
getting
each.
one, right?
Yeah, one of each.
Okay.
But I'm thinking about ordering another.
Think alike.
Yeah, I'm thinking about ordering another 501st as soon as my points clear, which would be the middle of the month. Maybe order another 501st Deluxe. I was going to use those points and order a Spider Gwen, but I really want a second 501st Deluxe, so I don't know what to do, man.
Here's one other thing I would say, because I'm just sticking with one. I got one Deluxe, that's it, because I have super limited space.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to get more. Now, the ShoreTrooper grunt, I may get two because I just love. It's like I have owned 3 Mando Death Troopers when I was kind of first starting to collect, because the Death Troopers are my favorite. I'm like Will Fossification. That is my favorite trooper.
Yeah.
I mean, I've owned 5 in this year. I don't do things small, as you can tell, because I've owned 2 specialists and 3 of the Mando Death Troopers, of which now I'm down to 3 because I sold 2.
Yeah.
I had 3 Mando Death Troopers. I sold one the day they went waitlist and sold it for $290, which is good now for how many are on the market now, if you might have seen recently. So
the Predator's pretty. The price is pretty low on them right now because the market.
Well, I think they're probably more around retail, what you would have paid, with shipping and stuff included, or maybe a little bit less. And because I use that money to buy my second Death Trooper specialist. Like literally, I only had to pay $85 then to get the one I currently have. My other one had a lot of pleather issues on the. I could have probably got replacement for them, but my one thing with some of the older figures is just if you can get, like, if they do say a DT specialist for Andor down the road, so like in 2023. I might sell my old one because I'm just like, even though it's the Rogue One, I'm like, yeah, but this is a new one that may not, like, for the Mando one with the side pleather they had for the gun strap. That one doesn't have the problems of the original Death Trooper. But are you going to keep the doll
that comes with your the Death Trooper specialist?
Well, I didn't get the specialist Deluxe. If I had the Deluxe, I'd be keeping that. Like that wouldn't go away. I got the regular ones. The Deluxe are too expensive, man.
What?
There you are, sir.
What's going on? I'm on my phone right now.
I see that. And by the way, Jeff, man, that's awesome, man. When are you gonna go pick him up at your local store? You said he's there, but you plan to go like this week or next week or what? I just didn't want you to think we were ignoring you. Oh, there's Lou. Look at that. Everybody's here.
Everybody's on. Or on the phone, baby.
And I got Don on his phone. I got you on your phone, and I got Lane on his webcam. It's pretty awesome. So Don, you got a bunch of figures today.
Well, yeah, today and yesterday I got 5.
Yeah.
And tomorrow I'm getting Lando.
There you go.
Supposedly, if FedEx doesn't push it back again. What's up?
So you're unboxing Lando tomorrow, right? Is that the plan, or the Mysterio?
No, I'm unboxing Mysterio tomorrow night.
Okay.
That Mysterio, you're gonna just enjoy pulling out all the little crazy extra pieces with it.
Oh yeah, I'm probably buying the drones for it anyway. So.
Oh, you think? Yeah, I was going to get one originally, but because I'm going to be getting the Mysterio Iron Man illusion, I just decided that I was going to pass on that. So I decided, hey, why buy the $100 figure extra thing? Why not spend $420 instead?
Yeah, exactly. Why buy 2 when you can buy 2 for twice the price?
Yeah, or 1 for 4 times the price.
Yeah, Lane, that reference totally shot over your head. I know Moz got that. Maybe Loco Lu.
I got it.
So
Jeff,
so Jeff's gonna have to sneak out and get his Lando. I see how it is. He's gonna sneak out when the wife's
that's what I was laughing about the most.
So I saw you already taking pictures on your Instagram for these figures you got, man. You got Rex, and I think you took a shot of this guy too, right? The Rogue One Trooper.
Rogue One Troopers.
And then what I wanted to do real quick is also share this. Boom.
Hold on.
Since JB was talking about his Predators, I wanted to show him this Predator checklist, which is like probably one of the best things to help you figure out what to buy and which ones not to buy. So if you just Google Hot Toys Predator checklist, it's going to take you to the, I guess is the actual Hot Toys website. I'm not quite sure. And it'll give you a rundown of every Predator that they've ever made. The only thing missing on here is your Predalien battle damage that I'm aware of.
Did your Predalien actually, is it all right, the one you bought?
It's got really weak limbs, but yeah, it's okay.
Well, I just mean it didn't have any problems when you got it, like other than what was with the figure anyway, whether it was brand new or not. The figure's
current shortcomings anyway. Yeah, I didn't have any problems with it. But he's talking about getting the Berserker Predator now. Now that he's got the 162, which is the classic, right here. And yeah, that Berserker, let's open this guy up real quick. Oh, no, don't open new tabs because then I'll have to redo it.
That would be a nice pairing. That would be a nice pairing.
So the Berserker, let's see if I can, these straps here that hold his armor, these are all pleather. You got to worry about this being eroded and just ruined by the time you get him.
Because he's what, like 7 years old? 8 years old?
He's
more
MMS
than that.
He's what, MMS 130, so
ooh, geez, that's old. That's really old.
So yeah, you got to watch out. And
that's
then, of course,
2011.
You get the pleather here. 2010 is what the copyright here says.
Okay, even older.
Yeah, so he's got pleather here near this wrist gauntlet here, and pleather going here. He doesn't have as much pleather actually as the Tracker, which is the one I have out of the Super Predators. The other thing with these, he's got also pleather down here in the legs, I think. Let's see if I can go. Yeah. So you're going to watch all this pleather. You got to be careful of all that. And usually, given the age of these figures, man, you got to watch out. And, they may just arrive eroded already.
Even if they're new in box.
Yeah. And these guys are really, really hard to pose compared to the other ones, man. I know my Tracker, I can barely move his legs. He has no foot articulation whatsoever either. On my Tracker, but there he is next to your classic that you just got. Actually, that's the MMS 90. I don't know why it says classic, because that's the 1.0 body here.
Because the classic was the last one to be released out of that line.
Well, classic was part of the Predators line. The MMS 90
figure. It should have been the last figure listed. So.
Yeah. If I ever bought this figure, I'd leave the biomask on, though. I hate it. I hate the way that thing looks, man. I can't stand it. I hate the. I guess it's not bad, but
of the Super Predators, I only like the Samurai Predator.
You mean the Falconer?
You're talking about Falconer. The Falconer is dope.
See, I got the Tracker because I wanted his dog.
Wow, they didn't want a Royce. Why?
His dog is awesome, but look at all that pleather on him on the Tracker. And the strap here. That's just a ton of pleather on him.
Man, I would have so loved those figures. I would have owned so many of these Predators.
So this is all pleather here. Straps all around them. Pleather. So you gotta be really careful with these Super Predators, JV. They are really iffy. And then once you get past, once you get down here, these are ones you typically want to stay away from. This wolf here, you don't really... he's a model kit. He's no longer a figure. This is your Predalien.
That's the one I would want. But.
Yeah, but he's just so expensive. Or she, excuse me. And this is a rubber body here.
Yeah.
So, and the joints are just really bad. But there's a battle damage one that's a lot cheaper to get. But this dome, you don't see any of that nice skull and stuff under the dome.
Kind of the Predator skull part of it.
Yeah, you don't get to see any of it through the blood or whatever that's on it. Oh, wait. Oh.
Maz, quick question.
Okay.
Are you going to go see Ghostbusters Afterlife?
I will see it. I don't know if I'm going to go see it just because I haven't gone and seen anything yet, man.
I want to get that popcorn sub, that Ecto 1 popcorn sub. It's for opening night, but I'm confused. When, like here in New York, we have it like 2 days earlier.
So I don't know if it counts for me to go in early and I can get the tub, the popcorn tub, or I have to wait until the 19th when it releases everywhere. So I'm a little confused.
The 19th, you'll have to wait because they're going to do it all in one night to open the release.
Because
It really
in New
depends
York,
on
it
the
opens
theater,
2
though.
days early.
No, I'm saying you're going to have to probably wait till general release because those things usually have a street date, meaning they can't be released until a certain date nationwide. Especially, for promotional items.
You're giving the theater more credit than they probably need because, like, when I was over at my theater, we kind of played fast and loose with that, unless there was an actual promo, and then we would hold off on it. But like the popcorn buckets and stuff, if somebody asked for it and we had it in stock, we'd go get one and sell it.
Oh, Maz, you're breaking.
But I wasn't working for AMC, so I was working for one of the other chains.
Regal, right?
I'm not at liberty to say because I may be back there.
Ah.
But it looks
or
like
Cinemagic.
Yeah, it looks like Justin is still going, man. Crazy.
Yeah, I figured he would be for a bit.
That's depressing.
He's got Lael, who apparently hurt his hand yesterday.
Who?
And Lael, his collector guy.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he broke his, I guess, bone or something in his hand. So he was in the emergency room yesterday. He's got it all bandaged up. And they got Robert and Will. So
Robert just needs to stick with John Campia unless he wants to come on here, and then of course he's welcome.
So Maz, sorry, go ahead.
No, I didn't have anything. Go ahead.
So what should you probably be getting after this ShoreTrooper?
I mean, Rex I got on order, so I'm waiting to hear from Sideshow about him. I got the other ShoreTrooper on order. I think that's all that they've announced as in drops that I have on order right now.
That like they've already released.
Yeah, that they've already released that I actually have on order right now. And I'm still debating whether or not to get the other 501st when I get my points, or to get
Do it.
Or to get Spider-Gwen, because I mean she's a low production run.
But here's the one thing I would say with 501st is I know you might want another trooper, but remember we just had like Vaughn and Jesse, even though they're not going to be till this time next year.
Yeah, but Vaughn and Jesse, though, you have to be hardcore into the Clone Wars to grab those.
I'm going to get Vaughn and Jesse because I want the helmets.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, if you're not hardcore, especially if Season 7, what are you going to do? Are you going to buy a one-off figure that you potentially don't know about that is essentially a repaint of Cody? Or are you going to grab a 501st, which, will go better with Anakin?
I don't have an Anakin. This is all about a
Well, that's not... Well, I mean, that sounds like a personal problem, but...
Not a problem.
Well, I got Clone Wars Anakin coming someday over the rainbow, just not with the staff.
Oh, you gotcha.
Wait,
too big.
Clone Wars Anakin, what?
Yeah, there's a Clone Wars Anakin. There's two versions. There's the normal figure, and then there's one that comes with the staff.
Wait.
Yeah.
I thought the Hot Toys one wasn't released yet.
It hasn't.
No, it's released. Oh, I'm sorry, not released, but it's going to be coming out very shortly.
Yeah, it should be. It's supposed to be the first. It was originally scheduled for the first part of the year, so more than likely in the next couple of months it's going to come out if it's staying on
Well, which
time.
one are you getting next week? I'm confused. That's what I'm trying to get at. If he's not out yet, which one are you getting the next week?
Me next week? I'm not getting. Yeah. I'm saying
I said you're getting Anakin next week.
No, I said I have Anakin. I have Anakin on pre-order already.
Oh, okay.
It's just there are two versions, as Don was saying.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting the Kenobi trailer Friday. So, if anything, we might see the Clone Wars Kenobi drop for pre-order sometime after that.
About that during his stream actually today, in relation to the Clone Wars Kenobi.
Yeah, so I mean, if anything, you might see it drop for pre-order for Thursday night. I mean, not Thursday night. Friday night. If not, Monday night at Sideshow.
Look, the making of the child, I guess a Sideshow video, I don't know.
Dude, I've got so many of those this week, it's not funny. It's like, okay, and what is it on the backside? Yeah, the Bumblebee going to space.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like, why did you damage a perfectly good figure? You sent it to space, but you didn't put a decent parachute on the apparatus.
All right, did they put a parachute though at all? It just wasn't a decent one, or what?
They kind of did, but it was half-assed. They didn't put a harness on it. They didn't put a 3 or 5 point chute on it or anything like that. It was just, hey, we saw somebody do this on the internet. We think we can do it as well.
You know, right now seeing Lou, he makes me think he's like a paid skin for a playable character in like the Watch Dogs game series right now. Like he's like an alt skin for Aiden Pierce.
So Jeff says he needs that Kenobi, but they better not release it in 2 months. Which Kenobi? The Clone Wars Kenobi? They haven't actually put up for pre-order yet.
But no, supposedly Justin was talking about he said, I can't confirm this or whatever, but he was talking about this just a little earlier this evening. That 3PO is that Sideshow is holding the master license right now for release in North America for C-3PO, Padme from like Attack of the Clones, and Clone Wars Obi-Wan, which is why we haven't seen those figures. He was like, I don't know if this, I can't say 100% too, but this is someone who I talked to, I trust, blah, 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 blah. That Sideshow is holding that right now, which is why we haven't seen it. So I don't know if that's true or anybody who's watching, but that's what Justin was relating information.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't put it past him at all.
I mean, that makes sense.
Go ahead, Dan.
No, I was just going to say that makes sense. They're holding on to the license, but the thing is, usually with the license like that, they have to produce product to hold on to the license, just like what they did with Grievous. So, I mean, unless they're going to do a 1/6 animated Padme, I mean, I don't know how much longer Oh, okay. Well, I mean, they need to essentially, piss or get off the pot, though, because they haven't produced anything in years for Padme. Especially since
how they get around that to make Anakin Luke, or Anakin Luke, Clone Wars Anakin. How they get around that?
I mean, that's a separate license. That's animated versus live action. Because it's not supposed to be a live action representation. So that would be separate licenses. It's cartoon versus potential live action. Even though Clone Wars, what Hot Toys are doing now with the clones, are real life representations of the animated styles. So it's different licenses.
I had to let that one go through, Jeff. It wasn't going to let me just show it. It'd be nice if they could, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I mean, like I said, though, I don't know how true that is necessarily, but I thought that was interesting because, like, C-3PO made sense to me because, hey, funny enough, on pre-order on Sideshow, there's a C-3PO, which is not a terrible figure.
Yeah, for the 7th run.
Yeah, well,
7th or 8th run.
Because it's the only way you can get it. If you want, like, I was looking at on secondary market for R2-D2 because I want to get an R2 to go with the Mando Luke I'm going to get next year. But I'm not buying a Sideshow person.
Why not? It's decent for what it is.
Yeah. But I'm
or are you going to drop the $600 to get an R2 from Hot Toys?
No, I can get the TFA.
I mean, those are your two options.
But no, you can get the Force Awakens.
Okay, yeah, you're still going to spend $500 on that.
No, I might be picking it up for $275.
Look, man, Lane knows how to find a deal.
Yeah, I mean, Lane, who do you have like blackmail material on, or what are you smoking? Have you been on too much of that spice?
No. Well, I'm not sure.
Or is it broken?
He sent me pictures, but he wanted to send it friends and family, so I kind of went,
Hey, looks like his stream is over.
275 friends and family. Red flags going all off the place, Lane. I'm sorry. I don't. Yeah. 275 friends and family.
Or he said
Lane. Take the hook out of your mouth.
I don't know if I'm going to get it though. I have too many other figures possibly coming.
Ben, what's up, man? I guess now that Justin's stream's over, hopefully people are trickling over here. That'd be cool because then we'll get to unboxing this guy.
So, Don, you got 5 figures in this week?
6. Well, I mean, I'm pending one Lando tomorrow.
Man,
because I've had a couple people. I've had some people complaining about the his cape.
Well, thank you, Ben. I appreciate it.
Wow, that's early, man. I'm sleepy time.
Hey, man, I was up till 4:30 this morning. I mean, it's nothing big for me.
Whoop-de-doo. Talk to me when you've been up for 76 hours.
Yeah.
I can't say I've gone that far. I've gone 36, but not 76.
I think 47 is the longest I ever went without sleep in a row. My name was Mud by the time that was over.
Gino, welcome. All right, so we got some people coming over here. We're going to get to this unboxing, I think. It looks like, a handful of people were coming over. But don't let me stop you guys. I mean, until I got something to really show, I'm going to let you guys pretty much talk.
Yeah, trying. My phone is now glitching. I'm using somebody else's internet. Yeah, like I said, Xfinity Comcast is down in my area right now. So
that sucks.
Yeah, they're doing repairs, and according to the app, they're not. It was originally going to be fixed at like 10:15 to 10:30. Now it's 2 a.m. My cable's now out. My internet is now out. So, yeah.
Well, you're sounding like my work today because my internet.
Yeah, what I don't like about Comcast is they don't have actual maintenance. Oh, where'd you go? They don't have actual maintenance schedules, so
they'll probably try and pop back on here in a minute.
The company my wife works for is another cable provider, and they actually have maintenance hours that they're allowed to do maintenance stuff in. But
in case we're having to pay tons of time. There we go, done.
Yeah, as you can see now, I'm glitching.
So who do you have?
So I'll just Lando tomorrow, but I still have to unbox the ShoreTrooper squad leader. I was going to do that tonight, but obviously can't do that due to thanks Comcast. And Lando tomorrow.
Yeah, I was hoping we could do that together, man, and maybe do a little pose off or something. But
yeah, that's unfortunately not going to happen tonight.
But keep your your TV on or something. Maybe you'll get cable back up earlier. I mean, usually a lot of times they'll be done faster than they overcompensate on their projections just in case they're down longer. They say they're.
I know. It's just
I just love.
I'm gonna be watching DVDs for a while tonight because unfortunately,
I buy physical media, and everybody laughs at me.
I know. I bust your balls on that, but I'm the same way. Listen, I've got a DVD book with 180 DVDs and Blu-rays in it, so
I buy mostly physical too. I just love seeing that Rogue One box in there with just that for that line, the stripe edge they have on the outside of the art box. I love that with Krennic, Death Trooper Specialist, my Rogue One Vader.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna have to bounce out. I'm getting massive interference now. So I'll try. I'll watch for a little bit. If my internet comes on, I'll try and jump on again through my computer. But unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna happen. But if it does, I will jump on. So.
All right. Well, I hope to see you soon, man. I hope to see you soon.
Dom. Hope to see you soon, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Later. Thank you. Moz, yeah, so I'll try and jump on if I can. All right, later.
All right. Take it easy, Don. This box is beautiful, man. I love this.
Isn't it? Yeah, I know. Don't you? I love that for all the Rogue One figures.
This is making me really want to get my 3D printer working though, so I can print up the lunch tray.
I might have to have you print. That is the one thing you have to admit for the grunt,
why they didn't ship that is beyond me.
It's just one little tiny thing. Just stick it in there.
It wouldn't have taken them anything to make a little lunch tray with a cup, because that's all you see in the scene is a lunch tray and a cup.
That's the one thing people wanted for that figure. They would have sold an extra 50 figures, probably with that in it.
You take that out and then boop.
Because this guy doesn't come with anything. These guys, both of them, don't come with jack.
I'm sorry, this guy didn't come with what? I dropped my box when you said something there.
I said they don't come with jack. I mean, they don't even come with 6 hands. They come with 4.
Yeah, I don't know why they should do that either. I mean, they should all hands should be closed fists, weapon hands, and then relaxed hands.
You gotta have the closed fist for all of them so they can punch Grogu in the head.
Yeah, you gotta have your closed fists, relaxed hands, and at least weapon hands. And since this is a commander, maybe a pointing hand. Two finger point though, not the one finger point. Nobody does that one. 2 finger point.
No, that's when you say what. That's when they're hulking up and going, "What are you gonna do when my blasters get you and I actually can hit something?"
But it should just be a given, you know.
But the only thing that they can't hit guys with plot armor. They can only shoot like evil space pirates and stuff. Straight. It's funny. But because I've been trying to think, because I have about 7 troopers, of the Mandalorian, not like Incinerator and stuff, but ones that are coming. So I've got that guy. I've got the Grunt. I might get a second Grunt. Might get a second what? Grunt.
Okay.
The ShoreTrooper Grunt. I'm deciding between getting one of those because I'm working overtime, Ryan, to get some extra money. Either get one of those or I'm going to get Captain America 2012. I'm probably going to get Captain America 2012 because I want one of my favorite character of the MCU. But between I got that, so I got that guy, the Grunt. I've got the Artillery Trooper, the Dart Trooper. Even though I know he's more of a droid than a trooper, like when we're talking about.
I ordered 2 of those
later. Yeah, I don't need 2 because if I set up Moff Gideon, I'm actually probably going to kick Gideon with Krennic. Because I'm going to put the Dark Trooper with Death Trooper.
Okay.
I might. That's another one I could see myself getting 2, but I want to get one in my hands first to see how the figure and like how breakable it might be and stuff. I don't have Lou. All I got to do is go back here and point that direction to the left a little bit. That is my collection room. I got 2 T-Dolph shelves right there, and a third one that I'm going to probably be trying to get. No Hulk Hogan references, brother. Are you not seeing the skullets here? Maz and I are going to be the ultimate team that goes wild on you with this unboxing review.
Yeah, when you get here and you're able to be here, man. Oh, we're gonna get you. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, yes. Okay. That armor never is understood.
Man, why are they gonna use some old ass tape on this stuff? They almost.
I just enjoy watching you see because I remember last time seeing you things. You had so much fun trying to pull that stupid plastic off the boots of your figure.
They tape these down, and it's like some tape that just keeps ripping every time I try to pull it. And I don't want to cut it off, but I'm gonna have to if I'm not careful here.
I'm also getting actually a transport trooper.
Yeah, I got 2 of those. I think 2 of those on order. 2 Dark Troopers on order.
Maz, I'm glad when you're helping me not feel bad about the amount of crap I got on order. Because I got to
get 2 transport troopers because I mean, if we ever get a Bill Burr head sculpt,
you want to be able to stick them on there.
Yeah, I want to be able to stick them on there, man. I mean,
I got the one because I'm getting the Chrome Mando, so I just need that to stick on. I'm not. If they ever do a Bill Burr figure, then I maybe get a second transport trooper. But that transport trooper is probably going to have one of the worst like total numbers made of like any figure this year.
Because they immediately came out with that tank trooper or whatever, which is what everybody really wanted anyway.
Yeah. So, well, I got him too. See, that's one of the reasons
I ordered him.
That's one reason I may just get one of each of the short troopers, because with the transport trooper and the tank commander, I can just put them all together, and mix and match them. I don't know if I need to have 2 of the same one, because they all go together.
In your world, in my world, is just Mando and Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Imagine I get the lunch tray, all settled, and then we have the Bill Burr head sculpt come out, and I can actually do the scene. That'd be awesome. I can. The only thing I'd be missing then was that commander dude or whatever his name was. The
Imperial guy that got blasted. Yeah. Now that guy, even though it was a small role, was so perfect as the kind
Oh
of
yeah, that dude was freaky,
evil
man.
space Nazi.
Yeah.
Wasn't that great when we burned that Imperial planet to the ground during Operation Cinder?
Yeah, which was a reference that they made from a video game version of it, right? It wasn't.
I think it was. I think that was supposed to be a reference to from the Battlefront 2 campaign, like one of the first Imperial worlds.
Okay.
Because in the Alphabet Squadron novel trilogy, which I'm only halfway through the last book. First book was great. Second book was garbage. And the third one I haven't decided yet. But they reference a lot of Operation Cinder with that. So Ben says he's going all Rogue One-ish trooper. So he's getting ShoreTrooper Grud, Squad Leader, Tank Commander, and Stormtrooper Commander.
I like Rogue One a lot, but the Mandalorian line in itself is already kicking my butt. And then I think I'm also kind of drifting into Clone Wars. So
you're doomed, bro.
I'm doomed. So the only reason why
I don't know what I'm talking about. I got at least you're just doing Star Wars. I got DC and also some Marvel.
Yeah, I'm not doing much Marvel, but I am doing some apparently. If I'm considering that Spider-Gwen, Miles Morales.
Well, more of my problem is you're really having a hard time with that.
Well, I want to be able to repackage it if I ever need to, you know, so I don't want to rip these up. But this tape
I don't even waste my time sticking it back in there.
It's like they're using like 30-year-old tape or something. It just keeps falling apart when you try to pull it off.
I stopped worrying about that, Mods. If I was going to resell it, I just throw out all that crap. I'm just like, no, this is just a bunch of crap. It needs to go away.
All right. We got all the tape off of them.
So now we can actually see him.
Yes. Now we can see him with his
little skirt of awesomeness.
That's actually really nice because I like on my mall, I had a real hard time with this wired
the Solo
features
or
on his
the
clothes.
DX16.
Either one, man. The wired clothes, the wire's so flimsy and it doesn't really pose with them at all. But
yeah, no, it doesn't. My Rogue One,
I see people all the time do that. But I mean, look at this. I just kind of look at that. Now he's blowing in the wind.
Or just letting air into the wind.
Yeah, maybe he's passing gas and it's just a powerful one. Who knows?
That's the special commander attack.
Yeah.
Stun the enemy and then turn around and blast them.
Yeah, Rogue One was a great film. I'm not knocking the film at all. It's just I missed the first wave of stuff, and I don't want to play catch up. And
you don't want to spend $500 on Jin or so. Or stuff like that.
And this trooper just really works for everything, man. So
hey, the collector, how are you doing?
What's up, collector? Yeah, dude, this trooper's looking great. Let me get his fists and stuff.
I think all these troopers, like, I'm not going to be the thing that's like saying, oh my God, it's going to be a $500 or $400 figure or something down the road. But I think all these troopers are going to be like this one, the ShoreTrooper. I think the Dark Trooper is going to end up being pretty cool, but that's a little bit different than these, or the Grunt, or the Tank Commander. Even though it's probably to a lesser extent the Transport Trooper, I think all these troopers are going to be some of the neatest troopers to own. You know, just because.
What I like about them is they don't have all that leg armor, so you can really get some posing out of them. Unlike like your regular Remnant Trooper or something, or any of that stuff.
You can do some crazy stuff.
You guys, I don't know if the light's gonna pick it up, but
nice. Yeah, all the Rogue One figures, the bases are all except that stupid. If you notice there, they've got where you can just attach a little, name to it, and then they got that stupid other thing you can stick in front that doesn't.
Oh, this plate comes off. Well, that's okay.
Yeah, normally you put it on, and then if you're using the crotch grabber.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna put this on, but I'll show you guys. I'm gonna leave this in the box actually because it's just another piece that can get ruined later, and I don't necessarily need it, but it is nice.
Well, I'm not posing my figures with their actual bases anymore because I want to be able to, if I can, I want to be able to cram 5 of them in there if I need to. Oh yeah,
he's got a different thing for the front plate. Okay, so I can put this around it.
Yeah, it gives them a little bit longer, more 3D effect. You still attach it to the front, and then it goes on it or something.
I guess I'll use that. I
was confused when I got Krennic because it'd been a while since I had pose with. I never pose it with like my Rogue One Vader. So I'm like, oh, is it broken? No, just separate piece. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I just haven't used them in like for like they've been sitting in the boxes of my other Rogue One figures. But I think, and I'm sure I'll probably be of your mindset. If you guys, if anybody is thinking about, you may not be doing a ton of troopers, but I think of the next few trooper releases, you don't necessarily need to be like Maz or I, where we go crazy. I know a lot of people are like clones. I'm going
This
to be
isn't
like
snap on. This just kind of sits in front of it.
or something like that. Yeah.
No,
if you
well,
look
then
at
I
the
need to put this
instructions,
away because that's no good. I thought it was going to snap on.
no, it doesn't attach.
That's just something that's going to get lost or whatever.
But I know everybody's really on like buying my 501st or whatever. But I would tell you, I think if you guys sleep on some of these troopers that we're going to be getting in here in the next, several months or so, probably between now and like March of next year, I think I think if you're even not a huge trooper collector, it's going to be worth it to maybe get one of these. If just to have like a background guy, or if you're setting Luke Skywalker's lightsaber about to jump at a trooper to slice him up or whatever,
This is honestly my favorite trooper design, really. I mean, the clone troopers are great, but I love for posability. I mean, this is close to Mandalorian. He's got pants, like actual pants. So you get so much mobility.
One thing I would say maybe for movement that you might consider, Maz, is the
he's got a fat suit. He's got a fat suit or something that stops you from getting up there.
Well, he's got a little bit because of with his belt and stuff. Like the grunt has that little plastic part of the armor holding down a little bit, just like the captain. So that can limit movement a little bit. But
he's definitely got a fat suit. I feel it on his legs.
Mm-hmm. Wow, nice. It just like I love that blaster rifle too.
Oh yeah,
that design for that blaster rifle.
One of the things is, the weapon is what sells me on that. I mean, I'm totally looking at a different at the what do you call it, the Scout Trooper from
Mando.
No, the other one, the from Return of the Jedi. Just the trooper, just to get that sniper rifle.
Yeah, he's probably one I'm going to get too, but I'm not pre-ordering. It's one of those things I already have, even though it's a dirt. I prefer the scuffing and everything on the Mando Death Troop on the Scout Trooper, but that is a trooper I will probably end up if I have the money to do it. I mean, just to put in context, what I have right now, Maz, coming to punch me in the face, like around that time next year, coming out, Throne Boba.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be getting that Batman XE suit, the Arkham series one, the 375. Carnage. I could see Carnage coming out at that time ahead of 2023.
He's gonna
just put that in the context right there. That's $1,100. Just those. Now I'm probably gonna have Batman and some other stuff. Oh, and let me not forget, in December or so is supposed to be when the Queen Studios Black Widow statue is supposed to come out.
December next year?
Yeah. So that's gonna be another $800.
Oh, I'm just trying to get this box out of the way here. Give me a second.
Yeah, that is the one thing Disney has added, I think, good to Star Wars is some of their troopers, like the Death Troopers, who are now my favorite. Like Scout Troopers were in Classic Trilogy my favorite, but Death Troopers are my favorite. But I love the ShoreTroopers too. I think they give them I've always been predisposed towards the Imperial more than even like the clones and stuff. The clones are characters. That's a good thing is from like Clone Wars and stuff. Clones are actual characters. Yeah, no, I like Rogue One. I didn't like my problem with Rogue One was I didn't find most of the cast super interesting. Like I was really hoping that Jyn Erso was going to be a really interesting main female lead character since she was the first female lead, even though it was kind of a little bit more of an ensemble movie of like a Star Wars major movie release. And I don't think none of the characters got enough time to be super interesting. And like, I thought Saw Gerrera was kind of wasted. Forrest Whitaker's character.
Yeah, he was. I feel.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It felt like there was supposed to be more with him, and then he just said, "I'm just gonna die." It's like, okay, I like my bus. Like, I don't know. He could have died at the same time Galen Erso, because maybe there was some in a minute, more since he died on that planet with it. That would have only been like 10 minutes later, but but I love Chirrut. I love Baze. I always still say that if you're going to have Donnie Yen in a movie, he should be a Jedi. In Star Wars, he should be a Jedi. Like, he should have been in the Old Republic if they do the Old Republic movie, and he should be a Jedi slicing up Sith Lords. Like,
I agree. I think he was kind of wasted. I love seeing him,
but how they handled him was great. In that dramatic moment where he's just doing "the Force is with me, I am, one with the Force." That was awesome. I'm not taking anything away from that. But for me, it's like in Highlander when I got Donnie Yen in Highlander Endgame. I was like, yeah, Donnie Yen's going to chop guys up. No, just chops his own head off. Or stand there and gets his head chopped off. The movie, I think for a pure fun spectacle, like that movie was more about the plot and what was happening than the characters, which is not a bad thing. And I thought everybody fit into the role well. I thought the characters could have been a little bit more interesting. Now, I also would have liked maybe one of them to survive to be in something else. I would rush, even if we didn't see them because they were barely survived and one of them was barely alive. Why we don't see them, or, whatever. They're in medical bays during the events of A New Hope. I would have loved to see Jyn have her, because I also like the actress a lot, Felicity Jones. I would have liked to see her have had, maybe now we're talking about instead of Andor, prequel series, which to me is probably going to be cool because Andor can be a character. But it just feels like, what's the point? Because we know where he goes. He's getting barbecued.
Yeah.
That's the only that's always, and it's not, and it's different than, if he had been a really deep, like the conflicted nature of all the stuff he was, the dark side, quote, dark side of the rebellion, the nitty gritty spy stuff they were having to do because they're a rebellion movement with this autocratic government that dominates the galaxy. If they're not willing to be a little bit, have to act like the Empire a little bit, not to get found and all die, that why they're doing what they're doing. Maybe I would be a little bit more excited. I'm excited for Andor because I'm thinking about what Hot Toys Trooper figures that it could give me.
I'm still listening.
Is that a problem? I know we're Hot Toys fans, but if we're looking at a series and I hope I get a Death Trooper specialist from it in 2024.
Dude, I love my troopers, man, but you can't top these guys. Like I said, man, without having the leg armor, there's just so much more to them, proposability-wise. The one thing I am running a problem, though, is he's suffering from the Predator problem with the forearm piece here.
Oh, yeah? Trying to maneuver with the gun and stuff to try and... Because I know sometimes with the troopers, it can be a pain to try and... If you're even trying to pose the guns up, in a realistic, like, do you just drop it on the floor?
Yeah, like I said, I'm having the Predator problem where this stuff is in the way when you're trying to put the handle on. So I'm fighting with that. I can put the handle on real easy right now, but I need this on, obviously.
Yeah, I agree, Ben. Guys, just to be perfectly clear, I think the Andor series is going to be fun. Because where it's a prequel to stuff we've seen, it's not like Kenobi where, yes, we know where Kenobi's going, but it's going to be hard. I do think, I don't know how you think about this, Maz. You're kind of focused there, I know.
What's up? Think about what?
The Obi-Wan series, I can being a little bit tricky to judge the series for itself when it's over, unless it's really just terrible. Which Debbie Chow's doing it, I give almost zero chance it's going to happen. It's going to be at least good, At minimum, good. I think it's going to end up being like very good to excellent by the time it's done, because it's telling its whole story, and you don't have to worry about a cliffhanger for a season that's not going to come, maybe, or whatever. But that one's going to be hard to judge because we're going to be thinking about Obi-Wan, Invader, the rematch, Inquisitor. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there that's going to make it hard to judge sometimes. You know, is the story actually good, or did the series serve a purpose? You know, other than let us see Obi-Wan again for a little bit, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the one thing. If they make a film or even a show where it doesn't have a real purpose behind it, it's not as rewarding to watch. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm. And now I don't expect that to be the case, like I said, at all. I'm just for Andor. I can the reason I have some hope for Andor is like Ben pointed out. You know, it allows us to see the rebellion a little bit more, which we never got to see except snippets, kind of. And we don't have a Clone War series. I mean, we got to see it a little bit in Rebels. That was a little bit different, you know, than kind of. Oh yeah, and sometimes, Ben, the show could be really good, and it could be mostly about fan service. That's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm super stoked we're going to get Hayden Christensen, because I think the Kenobi series is going to allow us to give. Now, I didn't think Hayden Christensen was, especially in Attack of the Clones, I didn't think he was great. But the same reason, you know, people get on me a little bit because I don't like Mace Windu that much, and they think, like, what, you don't like Samuel L. Jackson? I'm like, hell no. I've seen Samuel L. Jackson in tons of movies that I love. I just found the Mace character in the movies really boring and kind of a, you know, I thought he helped push Anakin to the dark side in the fall. It's 90% Anakin's fault, but I throw 10% at Mace Windu. And some of the other shit. But that has more, I think, to do with how I approach. I blame George Lucas. Okay, let's see this guy big up and close now.
Well, if I bring it too close, he'll be out of focus.
Well, you know what I mean. I just keep the focus on you so I can see the figure. Yeah. Oh, that looks so cool, Maz. The star of our show is here. So, what do people think so far in chat?
But he does come with, you know, 2 other sets of hands. He's got 2 closed fists. He's got a right kind of relaxed hand and a left trigger hand. So that's what he comes with. And then, of course, the ones I'm not going to use, I'm going to put in this nice little box here, along with his extra, you know, the extra joints. Boom. Lou is mean, man. That's just mean.
Lou, you're just jelly.
Trying to stay awake, man. That's cold.
Well, it's all right. I'm only as big as the Stay Puft Marshall Man. I wasn't looking like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, like Lou earlier.
So Ben likes the blue on this one better than the captain, I guess, with the red.
Mm-hmm. Well, they had time to. I mean, these are 2 guys following up on the figure. Hot Toys has literally had years to try and change out and play around with the coloring and the look a little bit.
And that visor doesn't move. So I ran into some problems. I was going to do like a shooting pose, but the problem I was having is the butt of the gun, since he's got the armor there on top of his bicep, it doesn't rest right. It just impacts. What we got here? What are we clapping at? Did I miss something?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's a great figure. He's got a fat suit, which is hindering his mobility in the legs. It's up here, right in the groin area, so it's going to keep you from getting that nice bend in the legs. The boots are actually really nice. They look like they're leather, but I don't think they are. No, that's plastic, but they look leather, which is a really nice effect. I wish I could zoom in, but I don't have a camera that's
kind of like Krennic's boots.
Yeah, it's a fixed mount lens, so I'm sorry I can just, show you what I got here. But let me give you a zoom in again.
Ben, to answer your question, right now I'm playing Guardians of the Galaxy.
You're playing Guardians? Is that a game?
Yeah, it's an original game by Square Enix, based off the characters from Marvel. It's not tied into the MCU or anything. It's its own story. It's not even like majorly. It borrows some influence from the comics, but it's very much its own take on the characters. And well, actually, the next game I'm getting, I may be picking up. I know Jedi Patrol is trying to get me to get Vanguard and start playing, so I can get killed a lot.
What's that? H Green. Yeah, dude, I'm digging this ShoreTrooper as well. I've got him in this pose, kind of like where he's about to, lift and fire. He's got the
Looks
gun.
good though. Even though it's pretty big, you got his leg space just right and everything. It looks like a pretty natural pose. Nothing wrong with it, Mas. Nothing wrong with it. Except you're blowing smoke on it.
It's all fabric. It's all good. But the nice thing is also you can tighten. I'm going to take this gun out of his hand here.
Ben, to answer your question, I haven't played in like a year, but I could log in and then go around you in circles on my Trials of Osiris Sparrow, if you want.
So you can tighten the strap up a little bit so you can get a better fit on his shoulder so it doesn't hang.
Jeff goes, vape on cloth minus $20.
Yeah.
You weren't looking to sell it till 2025 anyway.
Well, he'll be on a case a lot of the time anyway. But so there, I just put the gun on his back here after tightening the strap a little bit, so it sits.
Okay. All right. I get that. I'm getting the notice. All right. Hold on, Maz. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Kitties want their food.
Kitty. Yeah, Jeff, I know I vape, but at least I'm not smoking cigarettes anymore. Let's look at the bright side. I've stopped smoking cigarettes. You guys are talking about video games, huh? I haven't played any video games in a minute. And there went the hand. Yeah, see this hand with the gauntlet here, it's really hard to get on without ruining a strap or something. They don't give you a lot of room to grab this stuff, it's just I hate putting on a hand with the gauntlet. It's one of the drawbacks of the Predators, man. The gauntlets, I tell you. You dreamed about cigarettes a few days ago? I don't think I dream about cigarettes since I started vaping. I actually don't like cigarettes anymore. I wish I can get this butt of the gun into his armpit. It doesn't quite want to do that. Doesn't quite sit there. Well, there we go. Got it kind of, but the pose is not the best pose. OG fan, what's up? Huh. Just see a cat walking by. I thought he was feeding the cats. Why are they just showing up there? Where is he at? I don't really buy this pose. Let me play with it some more. The only way this works is if you don't put the butt of the gun against his arm. This pose does not really work otherwise. But it looks funny with the butt of the gun not resting against the arm. Yeah, I'm digging this squad leader. I'm just trying to find the poses that work for him because this red armor here on his arm is making it difficult. I would probably run into the same problem on the other arm though. Just trying to get that gun in there and then get the right angle. What's nice though is that his left hand really grabs that under side of that gun, which is really great. The cat fell asleep. So that's really nice that the left hand actually can hold the bottom of the gun instead of just kind of resting and falling out of the grip of it. Lane, man, your cat was making a cameo while you were gone.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I went, I probably should have closed. It's my thing, so you weren't seeing my jockey short possibly from these shorts I have. They're like slightly too big. So if I don't have a belt on, they like to try and fall down.
My sweatpants like to do that too, but they don't have a belt for sweatpants. They're like, you better tie me, and I'm like, no. I'm gonna carry my phone and my vape and everything in my pocket. There's Lou. Let me grab Lou. Boom, Lou, welcome back.
Don't be hating because I'm soft and fluffy and everybody want me.
Oh, you had to repeat that, didn't you?
So one thing I was mentioning while you're away there, Lane, is that his left hand actually can hold the bottom of the gun instead of it just kind of sitting there, not ever really grabbing it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So his open hand
unlike a lot of times where you're giving the illusion of the gun.
Yeah, and you can see it's just not really there.
Yeah, you can see the space through it usually because if you look at it too close, you can see like the hand isn't actually.
Yeah, let me give me a zoom in here so we can see this.
Yeah. Oh,
but,
yeah. Ooh, that's cool.
But there's a nice little spot
That's
that's thicker right here where you can hold that gun really well. So
half the time you just kind of look. If you're looking from a distance, it look like it's sort of around the gun, like the Death Watch Mando.
That's nice. I like that.
The only problem is you can't get the gun close enough to his helmet to make it look like he's looking through the actual scope that they provide. But
is the suit tight or is the armor restricted?
Well, he does seem to have a fat suit on his, especially in the leg area. So I can't get the knee up high, which sucks. And of course, the armor is impacting a lot of the arm pose, which is one of the reasons why I don't buy a lot of troopers. I was hoping that there was enough space that I could get that, but that's really as tight as I can get that against his shoulder. And as you see, the butt of the gun is here, and then his shoulder's up here. So I can't over here. So I can't get that into the. Let me again zoom myself in here. This probably help.
Yeah.
So the butt of the gun is sitting here, and then his armpit's up here, and I can't get it in there with the armor. I can't get it tight with the armpit. And if I try to, the hand tends to. Well, that's a little better. It's not quite in his armpit, but it looks more like it is. So that could work better. Oh, you got your Rex. I'm jealous. Lane and I are waiting on Rex.
Yeah, we'll be waiting till the end of time.
Maybe not.
Because I didn't pre-order mine till like 6 months after.
I didn't pre-order mine until April of this year, so I'm at the end of the train. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Close to it.
Not until I pre-ordered mine, and then I'll really be at the end of the train.
When did you pre-order yours?
I'm gonna pre-order mine next week.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hey, H-Green,
Yeah,
how you doing? Welcome on.
Yeah.
That
Loco Lu, man. H-Green, 1313.
H-Green,
hey.
what's up, broskies? What's up, broskies?
Hey.
How you doing?
Lou giving us a tour of New York City.
You already know, man. It's a city. It's the city that never sleeps. City that never sleeps unless it's Comic-Con. Everybody wants to go to sleep to come back tomorrow early in the morning.
It sleeps. I don't see anybody out there. They're all asleep.
That's because I have the angle. People are here. Look at all the cars. You got cabs. You got people in their cars doing their thing. Remember, it's still
People still use
COVID
cabs instead of
season.
Uber. What's up with that?
This is New York. New York, they still use cabs. It's
Isn't
a part
Uber
of the culture,
cheaper
baby.
though?
That depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
That depends.
I mean, I
on
got
who
a
you
car.
ask.
I don't take an Uber or a cab, so I don't know.
I drive where I go.
Yeah,
I've actually never ridden in anything other than MARTA.
But then again, but I drive a Dodge Challenger, so I always want to travel wherever I'm going.
Okay, Mr. Fancy Pants.
That's a cool pose there. Rex is DA. Is that dead on arrival? I don't know what that DA. That'd be a DOA. Da bomb. Okay. So he's got him to draw this pistol, and the one hand just looks like it's itching to draw the other. I guess the other pistol, which is pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Ben is not on board with the live action. I mean, how do you guys feel about the live action version of Rex? I mean,
I think it looks amazing.
I think it's perfect.
If it wasn't Hot Toys doing it, might think differently.
There you go. See, Lane got the right idea. Me and Lane.
I'm kind of on the fence because when I talk about Clone Wars, like with Anakin and Obi-Wan specifically, I prefer the animated looks, and of course Ahsoka, I'd prefer an animated look. But Rex, I think he's fluid enough, at least at this iteration. Maybe not the old man Rex, but this version of Rex, I think kind of works. He's not, of course, as animated looking, but the bald head. He doesn't have a different hairstyle, so it's not really messing you up there. He's still got the blonde hair. I think it kind of works.
Here's the thing about the animation style. That this is my opinion. It only works with characters that you can actually see their face, because I believe the proportions on them is a little awkward to go with the face that they have, because everything was sharp in the cartoon. As far as like CG and the Cartoon Network version where everything looked like what was it?
Samurai Jack style.
Yeah. So, very sharp corners and all that other stuff. Because I remember watching all that, growing up. But if you could fudge it with the realism, fudge it with the realism. I prefer the realism. If everything could be cohesive and set in realism, I'll do it.
Sorry, I'm playing around with this stuff. Oh, no, why do I want to do that?
Because you're the star of the show. It's all about Maz.
No, it's not about me. It's about Loco Lu and Lane.
Appreciate it, but I'm not going to take your spotlight. This is you, Reverse Flash.
Well, the thing I really want to see, I'm interested to see if Hot Toys does it as a figure from the Clone Wars stuff. Even though it's technically Mandalorian, but if they do the B2 Super Destroyer droid from Mando from the flashback, if they actually do, which we haven't seen that figure in a while, so I'm not exactly super hopeful for the Clankers.
See,
but
here's the thing. It's possible. It's possible. It's just,
that's the one thing that's cool for Hot Toys. It's always possible.
Yeah,
that's one of the reasons how they keep us coming back.
See, Hot Toys, what they do is this: they give us enough to kind of have a completion, but never give us that one piece we need until like 5-6 years later. And I think that's poor practice, in my opinion. Just because, as people get, into this line, they see other IPs. And the IPs become interesting, so they start leaving pieces out of their collection to make space for other IPs in their collection. And they're like, okay, they're never gonna make this, kind of what happened with Justice League.
You should get that. You should
Perfect
get
example.
that. You should get that Death Watch Mando, the one that came out recently.
You should pick him up before he's gone.
He's an awesome figure.
Yeah. The only thing that's really going to suffer on him is that pleather strap for his holster. That's brutal.
Wasn't awesome possibly with his jacket, which the armor is under?
Yeah, but that's not nearly as bad because that pleather strap is just really fragile. It feels like a fragile strap in your hand.
It has to me the worry like the old straps I was like talking about with the Dead Troopers, the old Dead Troopers.
Give me a second, guys.
Yep.
So Jeff was saying he can't justify spending $250 USD on an animated face realism is why he got into Hot Toys, and I agree with you, Jeff. I got into Hot Toys because of realism, but
that
the
Rex
Clone
is
Wars
amazing
was an animated show, and my realism bug is like, that's the realistic look at these guys. I don't like Hayden Christensen enough to get an Anakin figure that looks like him. I have not been impressed with his acting. Now, this may change now that he's grown a bit, but right now, I don't want a figure of him. I could settle for a figure of Ewan McGregor. But if I'm going to get an animated Anakin head sculpt, sideshow one or whatever, then I'm going to obviously get the animated matching Obi-Wan. That's just me. And then Ben, he's saying, the animated clones and droids, he would sell a kidney for those. Yeah, it'd be great. Be awesome. I don't know if I want to go that far into it, though. I might want to get like one droid or two, but that's like it. I wouldn't army build the droids. Just enough to maybe use for backdrops on my photography. That's the thing. But what do you have to say about that animated versus live action?
Well, you guys are listening. I'm a Mantra Clone Wars fan, but I love the Hot Toys Clone Wars figures. I love here.
Yeah, I agree, Jeff. The prices should be less, but it's just not the world we're living in now. I mean, if you want them, you're going to have to pay for them. And that's sad. And it's going to keep me on the edge of the, buy or not buy. But we'll see. What do we got? We got Lane here.
Even though this is technically Revenge of the Sith, this is Cody. This is Clone Wars Cody. Even though I don't have his head sculpt on right now because I don't really have the.
That's the new Hot Toys one, right?
Yeah, that's the one that came out last year.
Yeah.
This guy is amazing. I love this figure. I hate this arm.
The arm is the problem. You have one with a buggy arm?
No, I haven't. Literally, he has been this pose for a year. I heard about. I had such a pain in the butt hooking up this arm. I said that's not getting chained down for a long, long time.
Yeah.
He is not one I've wanted to repose a lot because I don't want to have to switch to arms out basically.
So on this figure, is that the only way he can hold the model, the 3D model, is by using
I don't know.
Arm?
I literally hooked him on this way and have not messed with it because I don't want him. I heard about people having problems with the arms and I didn't want to mess it up. Also, I've been less predisposed to mess with him because of that
antenna. Yeah.
He's very much unlike Rex, where I don't got to worry about all this little bit of crap.
Yeah.
All over him. But this figure, even though I know technically this is Revenge of the Sith, but I consider that this is part of the Clone Wars line because this is what the armor, all the other 501st and Coruscant Guard and all that stuff is.
So he's part of the Clone Wars release line, right? He's not part of.
No, he's Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, is he? Like on his box, it says Revenge of the Sith?
Yes, it's Revenge of the Sith. He's the same line as Obi-Wan and like Anakin and Darkside Anakin. God, he's starting to wear my hand out. He's heavier than I remember him being.
So, but the 3D hologram or the hologram. So, can that device that he's holding work in his other hand though? It just wouldn't light up, right?
Maybe, I don't know. I literally, Maz, I have not messed with it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
That you can maybe ask someone else who has them, but. He is one of my favorite figures that I own. He's not my favorite. I have other ones like the heavy infantry Mando is literally my favorite hot toy.
He's great. He's great.
Except he took a header out. Except he took a header out of my thing and landed face first the other day.
Is he okay?
Well, I think the front plate right here got broken loose a little bit. But it's still on there and it's fine as far as I could tell. But I had my face that would have looked something.
You had the same face when I dropped my Pred Alien, that kind of face.
Yeah, no. I heard about that. No, but the same face that I think it was Paul, one of the guys on Sideshows, their social media team during Spooktacular when he realized that they were doing one of their quiz things, and they had so many people, like there were like 20 people like at same rank or something like that when they finished. And when he got told that like he just was said this place per people are getting like $5 or something, and he was told there's 19 people who finished at that rank, and he went like, "There's been a mem for it too." That was the facial expression I had. But
well, yeah, that's scary when you drop a figure, man. I've done that. Like I said,
I know.
$2,000
infantry because he's a big heavy thing.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah,
but but what I meant for this figure going to get for him is to answer Ben a little bit. Is I think that if you like Clone Wars, but you're like but it's not the animated look, I think you're doing yourself a disservice. Now I'm not saying. Okay. Anyway, hey Ben, thank you very much.
Oh Ben, thank you so much for coming on, man. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button before you go, and thanks so much for being here. I would love to have streamed earlier, but I was trying not to overstep Justin's stream, and apparently I still stepped on it, or I don't think I did much to him, but I stepped on it because he was running late or whatever. So I was trying to. Otherwise, I would have been on a little earlier. So, but thank you for coming in here. Appreciate it, Ben.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody who's watching tonight. We whenever that you're willing to give, some of us and spend some time with us, obviously we're just having fun talking about figures at the end of the day. Fortunately, that's what else that would get us to do a lot of arguing.
But what I'd like to do on this channel, since Nate, has a pretty solid group of people that are all pretty much there, I'd like to get some other people that aren't on his channel, maybe people that don't even YouTube that have a camera, and so we have like fresh people to talk to. Not that you're not fresh, but
dude,
it's just to have something different.
Funky Fresh is my middle name.
All right, I'm muting Lou while he's playing around with whatever loud door. Eric.
Oh, did you? So, well, without any spoilers, Eric, because although I don't know if Maz and I are going to care 100%, because I don't know if we're even going to see the movie anytime soon. But how did you like it?
I haven't seen the movie yet, so let's try not to spoil anything.
Yeah, no spoilers, but just in general,
because I hadn't seen it yet. So
yeah, I made sure to not watch Nate's anything, but I was also working like a good boy until my internet at work died horribly. It was broken from the moment I got there.
Yeah, Jeff got to see some private stuff, man, while nobody else was here.
Ma's private show. I get you.
Yeah.
Oh, Maz, I meant to tell you, actually.
Oh.
Where are you located?
Georgia.
Okay, well, then you might be a little bit too far then.
Okay.
It's because my company, which runs trials for clinical research trials, because we've got, if you have, I know you mentioned you have type 2 diabetes.
Yeah.
Oh, because we got a trial that's paying up to $8,000 for people who need to have type 2.
Oh. And what is a trial though? What am I trying?
No, it's okay. I'm not going to go into too much.
Not if it's too much, then don't worry about it. But
yeah, no, but just basically, it's a clinical research trial. Where they have you take an investigational. But we're running a group right now that we're late because it's dying. I bet you that because it's dying right now, trying to get people into it.
Okay.
But it would be probably too long for you. It's going to run a couple months since you're in Georgia. I wasn't sure maybe if you were in Texas. But yeah, it's like an $8,000 trial. We're looking for type 2 diabetics, but trying to find people who only have type 2, and you can have like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and that's it.
Yeah, I think I got some cholesterol issues I'm working on too, but I can't stop eating mayonnaise. I can't.
No, but I'm saying you would be okay then. But the problem is we've been having tons of people who have like whatever else.
Jeff says I should do it. Hot toys.
Well, yeah, but it's the
I'd have to live
aren't
in
bad.
Texas.
We have people traveling for it sometimes out of state, but it's 2 4-night 5-day stands, and you got outpatient visits over a couple of months. So it's not on the map. It's not. If you were in Texas, maybe it might be worth doing because it's $8,000 over a couple.
But I've never been to Texas. It might be where all my exes are, though. I don't know. They might live there. I have one from.
I could meet at some point. The woman of my dreams is the ex Mrs. Moss.
She would be the woman of anybody's dreams.
Now.
She takes good care of me, man. She's awesome.
So, Maz, so is probably the figure that you're most, I thought this would be, is the figure, if it comes out this year, since I know you'll be able to get it, is the one you're most excited for, the Boba two-pack?
Dude, yeah. I mean, I went to,
Toys
Wonderland, and I ordered that and got first batch because I was like, I want to have that. I want to shoot pictures of that now. But,
So you may have the opportunity where that's what I meant. You may have where we may not get it from Sideshow till like January, February here.
This is true. I'll hopefully have it before you guys, and then I can be like, haha, look at my pretty thing. I'm kidding. I would.
Well, I can't. I just cannot. There are two things that I want, like the top things, and it's not a trooper actually. Surprisingly enough, since I'm a big trooper person, even though I know I don't seem to act like a trooper person because I go, I just need one trooper, of something. That's not appropriate trooper behavior. I know, collector. I need to have 10.
I do wish I bought more than one Remnant Trooper, but I didn't find him.
He was my first. He was my first hot toy, Remnant Trooper. Sold him.
I didn't buy Star Wars until after I got my Mandalorian. I think he came out before the Mandalorian, or right around the same time. But he was sold out fast.
Come on, let's leave me alone for 5 minutes here.
Sorry.
No, my other.
I'll leave you alone for 5 minutes. I gotta go.
Yeah, no. But for me, I figured that was gonna be the one because I was like, I think he's getting that first batch from Hong Kong. But for me, top is Ahsoka. Like that is for pre-ordering the hot toy. That was the first one I ever did. As soon as like the day I saw Ahsoka, I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting that. Okay.
H-Screen. You guys talk about Eternals real quick. I do have to use the restroom. I'll give you the.
Okay, go for it.
There you go. It's all you. I should get that off your face so you see it, right?
Yes.
You can read the comment, right?
Well, it's not. I guess no one gets to see my pretty mug. All right, we'll see you in a minute, boss. All right, so H Green, Jeff. So overall, you like the Eternals, but yeah, okay, I can see. I've heard a couple other people say it, that they had kind of a similar thing, that it was a little bit. I mean, after 30 movies almost, or what, 27, 28 movies or whatever it is, you're going to have repetitives after a while, especially if you're trying to keep a certain audience formula for your movies. I have this much interest in it because if you guys haven't picked up, for some people who watched, or whether I've been on with Geeking Out or other things, I'm a comic book guy. I'm a collector. I have always been a little critical of the MCU because, okay. See, I got you, Jeff. But I've always been I look at things of the characters as like, wait, that's not the comic book origin exactly. Wait a minute. Wait, what's going on here? Why is Jane Foster like this? Why isn't Thor more into Lady Sif, or what's going on there, or whatever? And like, I approach these movies and the characters a little bit from that perspective. Eternals is one I know zero about the characters other than they were made by Jack Kirby later in his life/career, that have never been able to take off completely. Kind of like Jack Kirby's Fourth World. But
and Lou's back.
Hey, Lou. Oh, there's Dapper Lou looking prime time.
Let's go to that. I like that better.
Listen, it's a fly boy.
Yeah, he's definitely got the better look than both of us right now.
I actually feel like a hobo.
There you go. Stay puffed.
I know. You feel like a hobo. Look, I'm just wearing like the white under. At least you got something with some
draping
color.
Right, man. It's making me feel kind of self-conscious.
Who's next to get pruned? Who's next to get pruned?
I was going to wear my Flash shirt because I have the Flash shirt, but it's actually too tight. I've gained so much weight in this lockdown.
So, Maz, did you take a look at? Did either of you guys? Now, I know I didn't know, because I know, Lou, you're a little bit more comic / for your hot toys than like Star Wars. Just to not to get too much into, but like relate a little bit for new releases this week. How are you guys both feeling? Whether you're going to get it or not, the CW Flash. I don't know if you watched any I watched the unboxing that purely for just seeing it real quick. The Sideshow with their weird unboxing stuff they do now. How are you feeling about that CW Flash?
Mm-hmm. After the reviews and seeing it in actual lighting in a light box, I'm not happy about it.
What about it specifically?
Like, it looks good. The colors,
mm-hmm.
The colors are not in unison. That's one. Two, if they went the pleather route and not the new technology that they're using for the PS4 Spider-Man.
Yeah.
If they're going pleather route, this is going to be a crappy figure.
Mm.
This is going to be a crappy figure because seeing it peel off is going to hurt. It's going to be an eyesore. It's going to be an eyesore. Other than that, head sculpt, beautiful. Accessories, beautiful. The way it poses, beautiful. But it's a real turnoff as far as like having majority of the pleather.
Yeah.
Where the mobility is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Because you want to put, this is a guy you want to.
You know, that could. Mm-hmm.
It looks like you want to pose. Posing too, because he doesn't have really good leg articulation from the poses that I've seen.
Which feels bad for a Flash because he's a guy who runs fast, so it's not like you're putting tons of.
I mean, like seems like as far as his knees can come up.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to.
No, that's as far as they wanted to put it because it's pleather. That's what I'm saying.
What?
It's the pleather. It has nothing to do with articulation. It's his pleather.
That does look like he's got a double jointed knee, though.
High leg.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's high. That's high. And if they give him like the butt flaps on the figure, his thigh is not his back leg is not going to go far back. Kind of like a who was it that doesn't go far back? Scarlet Spider, for instance. Scarlet Spider's leg.
Oh,
he doesn't go back all the way, but the advanced suit does. There you go.
All right, getting distracted here. They said new Batman photos. I'm guessing.
I'm looking for him here. Give me. There you
sorry,
go.
I know.
Quarter
sorry, guys.
Batman.
We're just kind of. But quarter scale Batman crushes this. Bill Batman crush. But
listen, I can't do quarter scale stuff. I can't do quarter scale.
Oh,
stuff.
I'm getting the DX.
Beautiful, but I can't do it.
But my problem with this figure is not actually the regular head sculpt, is the masked head sculpt. For some reason, it just looks really off to me.
A lot of people have that. Well, it's more of like this is what I say. They got the stunt actors likeness in the suit.
Yeah.
In the cowl versus having the actor. So, it is what it is, man. It still looks better than the So-So toys as far as like head sculpt. With the mask on.
Here we go.
Because the one on So-So, it looks very soft.
Yeah. Interesting.
There's a special edition with exclusive accessories, apparently.
Of course.
Yeah, I can't do this shit. I can't do that.
That's a nice looking. I bet you that part of the exclusive accessories is that stand the way that is.
The base? Oh, yeah, that base is one.
And look at that bust.
Hey, is it coming with a bust?
It looks like it's coming with a bust, yeah.
Kind of like maybe the Carnage figure comes with the Venom.
Yeah, the light up eyes on the bust. I don't know
so
if
you can flip it out. Well, that was some innovation they showed before. I actually thought would be kind of cool.
Oh, look at that. Ooh. Does the other one come with that? The backpack from the. This is the Dark Knight, though. This isn't the Dark Knight Rises.
I don't know.
It's like he's amalgamation of all of them.
I don't know. He's
got Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises stuff.
All I can say is the Queen Studio statue crushes it. The 1/3 scale.
I don't know. I'm actually kind of liking this. This doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
I don't need a quarter scale in my life, though.
Yeah, well, it's just freaking huge, man. I'm going to get a quarter scale statue if I'm going to get that.
Ben, thanks for letting us know this drop, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, this gives us something new and kind of like here just and now to look at and talk about.
Yeah, I'm just looking through to see if they got a set of pictures of what he's coming with so we can get that down. But I also don't want to go too fast in case we find something cool to talk about.
Yeah, I love the base. I think the base looks awesome.
Well, I think part of the deluxe thing is the base, because see this base he's standing on, he doesn't seem to have that gargoyle thing there.
Well, no, I think that's one. Go back for a second, because maybe it's the less one, because you see how like Bane is on there. I think Joker, their faces are on it,
but not that eagle face like this one here. This has got that eagle face.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a exclusive accessory for the exclusive one.
That's going to be cool. I think this is going to be something people like. But these figures always, though, have been, at least from what I've seen. I don't know, Lou, if you guys have seen longer. The quarter scale seem to always end up at the pre-orders at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
Yep, because it's a hold on.
I don't understand why. So we're
getting. Does this mean it's a wired cape, or they just do that for the photo? You think
that looks kind of altered to me. There we go. There's the base. So we got Roz, Joker.
That's your regular base, yeah. See, yeah, there's two different.
Yeah.
Or no, that's the other side of it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a cool base. All right, there you go.
Special edition looks like it's just the extra cowl, I guess.
Yeah. So it comes. So that's actually not. It's got the backpack, the weapons, all the batarangs, the base, the extra, I guess, probably light up headpiece. Hey, thank you, H-Screen. The weapons both look really cool. Like, that's a pretty cool setup. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it is. It is. I'm curious to see how much it is.
I guarantee it's gonna be as much as the tumbler.
Yeah.
So I'm getting the tumbler. At least as of right now. I got to pre-order it at least. That thing, I'm just kind of like, man, where am I going to stick it?
But these pictures, especially the ones with the backpack,
yeah,
that actually is making me like it. You know, you put that gun in his hand like this in the backpack. I kind of dig that, even though, and you can actually mount this gun to his back, because it was a picture where it was mounted behind him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for it here. Yeah, see the guns there mounted on his belt.
Oh, nice.
I bet
it looks really cool. I'm not. It looks really cool.
That's a cool shot there.
My problem is because Maz, I'm getting the J&D Catwoman.
Yeah.
I need a Batman that's a third scale statue to go with her.
Supposedly
J&D is going to be revealing that soon.
I don't know if he's talking to us or if he's talking to people in his thing.
He's having to talk to people in his building.
Okay.
It's so I don't know who else we still have in chat. But if you're looking at it, guys, what do you think? Kind of just, obviously looking at any pictures in particular you guys like what you've seen?
Yeah, if you guys want to see a different pose than the one I got left on, let me know. But we should still have Jeff, Eric, and OG fan. I think they're still here. And
or were you guys thinking of? Now, obviously, this is really early, and you may not get many quarter scales. But if you're a Batman, if we have any Batman fans in there, like I'm a Bale Batman. That's my favorite movie, Batman. This is something I can't say. I go like it doesn't have my attention now. I'm already getting DX19. I already have that paid off for next year. I don't think I would get that. I would not, if I didn't have that guy already, and I, maybe didn't have too many Hot Toy figures. Like if I was looking for a Batman, this would be something I could tell you that might be something I would be totally
geeking out.
Yeah, Nate. Somehow I'm not surprised that you would buy this.
Nate, hop in, man. You want a link, dude?
I think he's at work.
Is he? I thought he was off tonight.
It's Tuesday. He's working.
Maybe doing it.
No. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
I'll give him a link anyway. Just in case that's not the link.
Well, Lane, what was your question? I'm sorry. Work.
I honestly, I don't. It obviously was important. I don't remember. I'm too locked in on the CW Flash. This is the CW Flash. He took off that way. I'm looking at this Batman now.
Yeah.
This is the Batman.
Yeah, we were talking about the Batman.
Yeah. How are you thinking? We were asking the chat. How are you thinking about just? I don't know if you were not able to. Maz, you might want to go through some pictures because I don't think Lou was able to really see them.
I've seen no. I saw the head sculpt. I saw the bust.
Okay. So how are you? Obviously, I know you're not a huge quarter scale person. But how are you feeling about this? Just looking at it.
There's a head sculpt there.
If I was to look at it from an artist standpoint, this is amazing. If the production, pre-production photos look as great as it does here in hand, if not better, like it's up there in the artistry. People are gonna want this figure. I wouldn't get it because of space and volume. That's the issue. Getting quarter scale stuff, it takes a lot of headspace, right? So you need, like for instance, it won't fit in the detail unless you knock it down, a couple of inches. You get what I'm saying? This is something that you would have to put in something like a IKEA PAX,
or it's going to have to be on a shelf
bookcase kind of deal, or a shelf or a module case. This is more of that. P-Rock, we don't want to hear your excuses, bro. We don't want to hear none of your excuses.
Woke up on your living room floor not too long. I like to get you on here and get the story on how that happened. That's what I would like.
Yeah, that he's like, we don't need to talk about figures. We need to hear about Tuesday night in the P-Rock house.
Chef's like, I can't even hide this from her. Because earlier it's about going
Jeff,
to pick up
Lando. I think you might be trying to trick us there, saying this is the only thing you're not having to try and hide. This is the only thing you can't hide from your wife.
Now, does the DX19 come with all this stuff though, or is that different than?
Well, it definitely doesn't have the base.
I think it does.
Yeah, it doesn't have the base. It doesn't have the.
It's got most of the weapons.
The base is the only thing.
But the DX19 is a Dark Knight Rises Batman, correct?
And it doesn't have. I think it's got. Maybe not the bonus. It doesn't. Does it? I don't know if it has the backpack.
No, I know. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have the backpack because I think the best is the Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, that's Dark Knight Rises.
So what I like about this is just the accessories. When you get your grappling gun, you get your EMP gun.
It definitely has the EMP. It definitely has the EMP gun and all that stuff.
And then you got
the funky night vision looking.
Let me pull up the DX19, I guess.
Sorry, Flash. We got to leave you behind because.
Yeah, sorry, Flash.
Everybody knows you're garbage.
Bye, Flash. Bye.
Yeah, let's go to
maybe
DC.
Next time. Hot Toys
doesn't even remember how he ended up there.
I see that.
He woke up.
This is better than the Flash.
No, don't put him on the bike. He doesn't come with that bike. Teasing bastards.
Yeah, you got to pay $285 extra.
They're all like, "This is $290, and there's a bike." Where's the? Hey, where's the stuff? That's not it. Where's the rest of the pictures? All right, this is the way we're going to have to do it. Dude, stop showing me the bike. I want to see what you come with, you potser.
Well, it doesn't come as much as.
It comes with the gun.
Yeah,
which is weird because. Yeah, go ahead.
It doesn't come as much as the Armory edition. It's got the cowl.
Yeah, he's got the cowl with the light up eyes, but
the alternate head sculpt.
It's not showing me his stuff. It's. Let's go down here and look here. Accessories.
There you go. That's how you look. You check.
There we go. Right there at the bottom.
Read it.
Let's see. LED head sculpt. One pair of gesturing hand, relaxed hands. 6 pieces of interchangeable gloved hand. That's nice.
So it's just all hands.
Where is there you go? Weapons, EMP rifle, transformable stick bomb gun, grapple gun, 3 batarangs, 2 mini mines, 1 stone-like diorama figure base with steps, movie logo, and character nameplate. That's all he comes with. So, yeah, there's the base there.
So that's him standing on the base getting ready to have his showdown with Bane.
Yeah. So the thing is, I don't like that face there for that, man. I hope he comes with a better face. Oh, my God. We don't need that.
I think that's similar to his original face.
Oh no, not
You
mouth
need that
breather.
face that he's doing the
He's coming.
pucker.
All right, he's got a closed one there. All right. Ah, mouth breather. Mouth breather. Mouth breather.
Mouth breather.
Oh my God! What are these?
I'm a mouth
Oh my
breather, bro.
God.
I got bad sinuses, bro.
Dude, does he have one with his mouth closed? What is this? Is that?
No.
He's like
Most of the time
kissing somebody.
he's hyperventilating because he got his back broken.
Dude, he's got his mouth open the whole time except for the regular head sculpt. Oh, that's horrible. Lane, you have fun with that.
I'm back.
Well, if you go get that stupid quarter scale for $655, you have fun with that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what I'm going to buy.
So, P-Rox, hey, Lane, on the right side, I'm bringing you guys on my phone into the bathroom. Here is the shower, releasing the Kraken.
Yeah, so he's got at least a closed mouth here on this one.
So it's an automatic purchase for Moz.
No, well, no, because it's the 6 scale.
Moz like, wait! Don't put the cart before the horse quite yet. There, you don't try and give away $700 of my money.
I don't really need this Batman, man. I got my other $700 Batman.
Listen, I'll tell you this right now. When it comes to Batman, I want to see how the Batman is going to be as a hot toys. Have
you seen the Prime 1 statue?
The Prime 1 Batman?
The Batman?
Yeah, of the Batman where it's coming with the Pattison head sculpt, and there's an alternate, which is a concept one, which is
that
Jim
on
Lee
Sideshow site? Or
no, it's not available for pre-order yet.
Okay.
I saw it during their preview where they showed
not
off
seen
all
it.
that stuff. It's going to be probably super crazy expensive, probably like $1,500 at least.
Jeff. Hold on, I got to alt tab back to that
Releasing
window.
The Kraken. Releasing the Kraken.
Moz likes mouth being closed so he can talk and people can listen.
Yeah. Well, there's everybody's favorite figure, Iron Man 4.0. Yeah,
that Jesse and Captain Vaughn are right up there, man. They knocked Loki down, and Sylvie. Rex is right down there. Captain America's jumped in front of Rex.
Well, yeah, because you can buy them.
Yeah, you can actually buy them.
Clone Troopers.
Yeah.
And then, how is Yelena that high at 270?
I still don't see Spider-Gwen on here. Nobody's buying her. Wow. For bestseller, she's not being sold much. I'm looking for Spider-Gwen. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Look at even
there she is.
Spider-Gwen.
Wow.
She's all the
Spider-Gwen.
way
Spider-Gwen is going to be a highly sought after piece in the Spider-Verse. I'm telling you right now. Because she's a low pre-order run. She's a low production.
Yeah, but if you look, she's not even on the bestseller, although
she's
released. So it's not like, See, I like this.
She's released in Hong Kong. She's not here yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably on those boats.
Well, the thing is, though, like Arkham Knight Harley, if you look at her for the DC one, she jumped to where she was near the bottom next to the Birds of Prey ones for a while. She's not been number one recently.
We talking about Harley?
Yeah, Arkham Knight Harley. She went from being part of the bottom of the Barrel Brigade to up there with the number one for a while for DC. I mean, that's not necessarily saying anything's comparison to some of the other Marvel.
But when was that?
Just when I looked like last week.
Last week? Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, well, because she's coming out.
It always happens closer to releases. That's what it is. It's always happening closer to release.
That's the pose I'm going to put mine in.
This is a figure that no one should. That is a nice pose. That is a nice pose.
That's the same pose as my little cutout from when I was at the theater. I have the cutouts for her and Spider-Ham. And that's similar, but she's turning the other way. Her legs are going the other way. And she's looking more down. So but it's close to that pose. So
yeah, if
she can get to that pose, which is awesome, because your normal Spider-Man can't.
It's your fault keeping me up till 4 in the morning on the phone. Don't blame me, man.
It's always the Lou's fault. It's number one. Number one trending is always hashtag blame Jetta. Number two, hashtag blame the Lou.
Yeah, I like to know.
For nothing, y'all a bunch of grown men.
I like to know what kind of conversations y'all might be having to stay up until 4 in the morning, but then again, I don't know.
I'm at work. We're talking toys,
No,
bro.
yeah,
we're talking toys and we're talking projects and ideas.
Lou? Yeah.
So, Lou, what toys did you bring with you to work today?
Lane had Stay Puff.
Nice.
Oh, wait, Stay Puff. I wasn't.
This is the SH.
What do you mean? Oh, well, it's
He's
just
so
a Stay Puft
small.
Marshmallow Man.
He's so small. He's small.
This guy.
He's like
this is that's
like they look in Afterlife. Little Stay Puffs.
This is but this is not the mini puff. This is actual Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from SH Figure Arts. So he's highly articulated.
And, Marty McFly is going to start shipping.
He goes with the monster.
Yeah, some people have been getting them.
Oh, okay. Well,
I know Nate's got Venom coming. He's supposed to be getting them too. You know,
this shipping.
I think some people are getting them. This kills me that they got freaking Professor Hulk in stock, and I still don't have my Iron Patriot. Give me my.
We can
Iron
get the Iron Man Neon
in stock.
Yeah, how about no? Give me my Iron Patriot.
I wish you could turn these baby things off of the search criteria entirely. Just like get the hell out of here.
Babies. Your favorite thing that you secretly have, like to the left of your screen, like 40 of them.
What's at the bottom of this page? Oh, too late.
What just
I
arrived?
was curious. Yeah. I wanted to see what was at the bottom.
You get your Ox suit, anti-Ox suit, Spider-Man. You got him? You get the anti-Ox suit, Spider-Man?
Not yet.
I would only get that for this. I would only get that for the Dr. Octopus base, but I think we're going to get Dr. Octopus from No Way Home.
So yeah, apparently, guys, if you haven't noticed this yet or haven't got an email yet, Marty McFly is in their warehouse now. They're still filling pre-orders, but you should be getting emails.
And then you can wait a year for Doc.
Yep, Doc is going to take longer.
Alrighty, guys.
What's that?
No, the alarm went off. That means someone got pruned.
What? You tripped an alarm? Somebody hacking the Gibson?
No, someone got pruned.
Hey.
Lane. I'll see you later.
Alrighty, guys. Well, hey, anyway, Maz, glad to be here for one of your first streams.
Yeah, this is episode 2 of Toy Talk. What's up, Dirk Wright? What's going on?
I will hopefully be back again.
Oh, okay. I'm agreeing to use cookies, guys. It's all over now. So, Lane, thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And you have yourself a good night, sir.
All right, take care, everybody.
You got anything going on this week?
Anything
going on this week?
Later, Lane.
No, just whenever ShoreTrooper finally decides to magically appear, and we'll see if I get my emails telling me that Venom's coming, and then I'm going to start running and crying because I still haven't sold my Criterion card to help me pay for the damn thing.
Oh, well, good luck with that, sir. We'll
All right. Anyway,
right?
have a good if they fit us in. Alrighty. Anyway, you guys have a good night.
All right. Have a good night, Lane. Thanks for coming in.
Later, Lane.
Oh, yeah. Dirt, we've been talking about it just right now.
Yeah.
Maz is in love. Already said he's going to buy 2.
Nah, I don't know if I'm going to buy 2, but I was looking to see.
He's like,
something here.
He's ready to start his on every picture, his give me quarter scale bank. Give me quarter scale bank. Give me quarter scale bank for the next 5 years. Alrighty, Lou. Everybody, you have a good night.
Have a good night. Thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it. Man, these cos babies need to step off. Get out of here. I was looking for something in particular. But pop culture is a nice place to go sometimes to get a hold of something that might have sold out here in the U.S. So I was on the site to show you guys something that should still be here. But they keep putting cos babies in my search criteria because they're made by Hot Toys. so I apologize. But yeah, Dirk, we were talking about that quarter scale Batman. He looks awesome. I like the fact that he's an amalgamation of the Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Rises. But if you guys are looking for a Venom to order, they still have them in stock here. It's $418.05. And you got to remember that this is already in USD. If I do AUD, let's see what this says. Yeah, 566. So, yeah. Sometimes it works in your favor to do, but this is still in, it says in stock. Yeah, you can pre-order it now. Free shipping on orders within Australia over $100. But sometimes, I know they've had free shipping to the U.S. before, but this is not the special edition. But if you need a Venom, they still have them here. You can buy them at retail, but he will not be available probably till March. So that's why I was here. Let's go back to that. There we go. Boom. You want to see the Batman? We got him. We got some. There's that quarter scale, beautiful figure. Yeah, the base is awesome, but I like the fact that he comes with his pack and he comes with the different head sculpt and the bust. And this EMP gun is magnetic or whatever. It sticks to the belt, which is awesome. I'm a huge fan of that.
Yeah,
but it is quarter scale.
That's nice. That's nice, but they should have gave us all of this on the DX10.
Yeah, definitely. The DX19 should have come with all this stuff because this is. I mean, if they're going to re-release them, why pigeonhole it?
19.
Yeah, why pigeonhole it to just Dark Knight Rises? I mean, because they didn't do that here with the quarter scale. You know, they gave us like Dark Knight Rises and the Dark Knight right here. This what they're both.
Well, then again, I can see why they did it. I can see why they did that because no one would buy a second or third quarter scale Batman.
Yeah.
Or quarter scale anything because it takes a lot of room.
Well, yeah, I have a hard time pulling that kind of dollar, for a quarter scale figure that's going to take up all that room. I really do.
It's not a Venom
look at that
or a Carnage.
No, I don't need it. I don't need a Venom or Carnage though. Oh, maybe Venom, but not Carnage. I don't like the group body.
You need a Carnage for your Venom.
Nah.
It's not a group body.
It's very similar. Yeah, there's your base pictures. That's one side, and the other side is the bird. Say again?
It looks similar because of the way it was sculpted, but it's not. It looks similar because of the way it was sculpted, but it's not the same. It's shorter too.
Yeah. But there's your base for your quarter scale Batman. This is pretty sweet. I do like that base. It's pretty awesome.
I see Ra's al Ghul, Joker, and the other side's Bane. That's dope.
Yeah, Jeff, you're over in Europe, right? So, is that right? Oh my God. Or is Jeff in Canada? I forget.
I don't know.
I thought one of you knew. Man, it's just you.
No, it's just me. I say what's up to everybody. I like everybody. I just don't want to be in everyone's business unless they say, where they're at. And I actually like her.
Yeah, Canada. Okay. Blame Canada. Oh, sorry. Canada, though, there's another site I like in Canada. Let me pull that up here. I've ordered from this
CMD Toys. Oh, it's TMD store?
Toy Square. I've ordered a few pieces from here before because they've got a few gems sitting on their site still.
Okay.
Let's get what's in stock. Let's see if I can. Why can't they just give you an option to look at what's in stock? Why do I got to look at pre-orders?
Because it's not about what you want, Maz. Let me stop.
They sold out of that Hydro Stomper though. Look at that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like that Hydra Stomper is going to be a beautiful piece in the collection. See, that's something that I can't hide from my wife, but as long as it comes in before she walks in the house, and I can actually put it in the module case when I get it, it'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm looking for stuff that's not brand new here. Why is it showing me? I want to, not new arrival. I want to look at their other stuff. Oh, yeah. I've ordered a couple pieces from Toy Square. I got a couple of out of print pieces. I think I ordered my Tracker Predator from here. And I was going to order the Berserker, but they've since sold it. I'm looking for older stuff that's not pre-orders, though. They used to, I could have swore they used to have like a search feature where I could just find stuff that's not pre-orders. But apparently they're going to make me look at all the pre-orders first, and I'm not happy about this. Oh, they got Boba Fett still. He's got one left in stock. That's the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary Boba Fett. Do you need one, Lou?
You said Toy Square. I do need one, but I don't have money right
Toys
now.
to Net. Yeah,
I got to pay
Toys
the
to
rest
Net is their
of my mortgage.
Well, they got one left in stock.
Toys
there.
what?
Toys to Net, the number 2. It's right there at the top of the screen. I don't know if you can. Well, you're on the phone. You probably can't see it.
2net. Well, I can't. I'm using the phone. I can't see it. 2net. There we go. Got
Trying
it.
to find more stuff
Thank
in
you,
stock
sir.
here.
Let's see. Hot Toys. All right. Premium. 1/6 scale figures. Oh, they even got Mezcos. Blitzway. Oh, wait.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff, man.
Let's see.
And their prices aren't bad on some of the older stuff.
Ooh.
I'm quite surprised, but right now it's showing me a whole bunch of pre-orders.
Yeah.
We got an Iron Spider there for $270, but it's
the search bar's up top. Let me see.
Yeah.
In stock, you want to see?
Oh, you got an in stock button? Where? What?
I'm checking. I'm checking something. I'm trying something. No, that didn't work. Okay.
This is one of the sites I've used in the past, and I'm pretty happy with them. They got your Venomized Deadpool. They got Avengers Endgame Iron Patriot here. He's available. No, available to ship Q4. Okay. Still pre-order.
Yep.
They seem to have sold a lot. I think people are catching on to the site, man. They still got Hellboy. They got one of him in stock.
Yeah.
And they got an in-game War Machine. Sorry, say again?
No, I'll pass
Nebula
on
still in stock.
Nice. One left.
There's one Nebula left there. Yeah, they used to have so many more.
How do you feel about this Zack Snyder, Batman and Superman? How do you feel about that, Maz?
I have no interest in it whatsoever. They got your Dusty Deadpool for $270.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
They got DX16 Maul for $449, so he's a little bit more than retail.
Ooh. What?
That's the one without the speeder, though. The DX17 had the speeder. Wow, they got Return of the Jedi quarter scale. Okay. Darth Vader for $800. It's not bad for a quarter scale.
But I won't get it because it's quarter scale.
Let me tab over so I can do that. So this is where you're looking to get Lando from? Is that right, Jeff? We got the quarter scale Mark III. Don't care about quarter scale. Quarter scale Mark III Deluxe. Man, they used to have a lot more
did the
Hot Toys. Did they have a
for
sale?
Hot Toys? I mean,
Sorry, I talked over you. I talked over you, Lou. What would you say?
no, I'm saying they need to get another photographer for their Hot Toys because, like, who kicks the tail? I'm looking at the classic
scale
Spider-Man. I'm saying, who kicks the tail? Joker?
Yeah, quarter scale Joker. Yeah, right there.
Ooh, how do you like the fact that I was right about that cybernetic arm for Cyborg Spider-Man?
What about it? That it's nice and shiny?
No, that it looks like it's not going to be able to move, like pose. In Justin's review of it, he couldn't keep it, wouldn't stay up. And then,
oh, really? Wow.
Jetta, when he did his, he was afraid that the arm will pinch by the bicep because of how high it goes up. And whatchamacallit, what was it? Riley, I believe that's his name. He was with him doing unboxing because he got the same figure, but he actually has his pose. But I think it's because of the way he has his figure pose. He has the arm out, kind of twisted a little bit, and then he could rest the arm almost in a 90-degree. But like trying to do it straight up and down, it wouldn't, like, it would just drop. So I'm hoping that was just like the first, samples, like the first batches that were going out, and it's not every single one because I plan on getting mine later. So.
Well, I hope yours comes out okay.
That one is not an
Look,
issue.
P-Rock.
Me too.
He paid less for this than this is going for here, but here's an elder AVP Predator. $3.99. Their prices have gotten higher because he used to be like.
How much is the writing? Go up real quick. How much is that writing? Yeah, that one right there. How much is that?
$320.
$320? That's not bad.
You got one left.
That's not bad.
So you're gonna find money now.
That's like the usual price.
Is that a better price?
That's the usual price. No, I had my eye on him for. It depends on how much is shipping. Because if the shipping's around the equivalent of eBay prices. So
they got an Age of Ultron in stock, $400.
That's not bad. But I know people are gonna pass on that and get the other Ultron because its relevancy in the MCU of What If.
Arkham City Batman, $259. The old school one.
$259, not bad considering he's an older.
Yeah, and he's not that gold version that Nate's got, the premium. He's not that premium version that Nate's got. Old school Electro, $229. You want to get in on that Spider-Man love?
Is that one left?
Yeah, one left in
that
stock
looks like
for
a healthy stock. Oh,
one left. There's some more Metal Gear stuff.
Yeah, I was only interested in the one just to add them with my Deadpool collection. Like anything red.
Jeff, I
gotta see if I can get another. Go ahead.
I was just saying, Jeff, I understand their prices might have gotten higher, but they had some older figures that were actually good prices. What I was trying to refer to, but they seem to be sold out of a lot of the older figures. They used to have, a good amount of them. There's the Mandarin, $209 for the Mandarin from Iron Man.
I'm surprised that this Captain America doesn't get a lot of love.
Well, I'm surprised that Mandarin's there because everybody was, all about it because he reappeared in the Shang-Chi. There's their Crow. They sold out of their Crow. They used to have that. RoboCop sold too now. This is where I was going to buy my Berserker Predator from, but I just didn't get around to it, and I think it's sold now. Selena Kyle, though. There you go, $320 for Dark Knight Rises Selena Kyle. There's Shadow Hunter Predator. If anybody wants this Predator, that's not a bad price. It's a little bit more than I paid for him, but that's one of the early Predators with the new body types. It's the one of the Lost Tribes. And look, they got the 1989 Joker for 500.
Ooh,
In the good
that's
outfit,
tempting.
not the mime outfit.
Yeah, in the good outfit, not the mime outfit.
They sold
But
their
you know
classic
what?
Predator.
That mime outfit is so iconic because the pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah. There's an Iron Man Mark II Unleashed version.
How much is that?
Oh, really? They can find figures for you too, huh? That's pretty awesome. Let me tab over and link that part.
Oh, okay. That's nice. That's not a bad price.
Yeah, here's the Tracker Predator. I have this guy, $240. That's about the going rate for him, though. They got Michael Jackson.
Did they actually make one of the Predator dogs, or the hounds?
It came with the Tracker. Or not hounds from the other movie though. From the older movie, yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying, did they make them separate? Like, did they had like an accessory pack or some type that they actually had that piece separate? No, right?
No. You had to buy it. I mean, you can go on eBay and find it. I think it's like $100 though for the dog just by itself. They got a wolf cleaner kit. They got Michael Jackson's Thriller hot toy, $299. Then you get the T700 factory diorama. They still have that in stock. That's pretty cool. So yeah, here's your old Predators, man. That's the old style body. I wish they would revisit this for the 2.0 bodies. Lost Predator.
Yeah, I like that Lost Predator right there. That Lost Predator, they should have gave him that biomass that NECA had made. That is dope. That's one of
Actually, I remember now. I bought my
NECA
Makiko
made.
from them. This is where I bought my Makiko from. That's right.
Machiko?
Probably that price there, $299. And when she was going for $500 on eBay, so I was doing pretty good, I think. You got some really old hot toys on here. Look at that Prison Break, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End.
I love Prison Break.
There's the Chopper Predator, but he's gone. Yeah, that's all they got left here. They got the Terminator, the original Terminator, T800 battle damage, the one that looks horrible.
Yo, I can't wait for Hot Toys to do updates to this figure, and hopefully they give us actual leather. This time, like the return of the leather jacket and the leather pants, and so on and so forth, with an updated Arnold head sculpt, because it would be a crying shame that they revisit these figures and don't give them updated head sculpts to actually look like this actor.
Oh, that's good to know, Jeff. That's awesome to know, man. Yeah, like I said, I've bought some things from them, and I bought my Makiko from them, and I think I bought my Tracker Predator from them. I believe that's how it went. But I missed out on the Berserker. He's the only one that actually sells for more than retail most of the time on eBay is the Berserker, because everybody wants that one from the Predators.
Well, he was the main bad guy. He was the final boss, if you will.
Yeah, but I really don't like the sculpts for any of those.
Boss, and it was like the body sculpts and everything.
Say again?
Like the body sculpts and everything else? You don't like that?
I wasn't a fan of their design in the movie. I liked the Tracker because he came with a dog is the whole reason why I bought him. And, what you can do with his mask. I mean, is this sharing this window or not? I can't tell.
Yeah, I see your mouse moving.
Oh, no, I'm on the wrong thing.
Right now, you're on the slideshow.
Let me get back over here and go do what I was doing again. Now you see my Instagram again, right?
Yep.
All right. So the reason why I got Tracker is because his helmet just looks awesome when you take photos of him. I mean, look at that. His helmet, just the detail on that just looks awesome. And then of course he's got
out
the
of
dog.
all the helmets, his helmet has more of a, what was it? The original looking helmet that they were going to use, the original biomass from Predators, but they end up Predator, the first one, but they put it in Predators 2. And he's one of the guys in the background in the Lost Tribe. And he had, basically he had like all the design and stuff like that. It looks more akin to that one, which is also like a homage to Celtic. Which I love Celtic. Celtic looks like a skull. I love that mask.
Yeah, especially I like the Celtic mask a lot.
Especially Concrete Jungle. Yo, I would love NECA to give us Hot Toys to give us a Concrete Jungle version. With the spikes and the skulls hanging off of him. Oh,
look at this Predator dog, man. Look at this.
I know, it's dope, bro. It's dope. Man. I wish they would have given us more. They had a statue that gave us 2, correct? Like they had some type of quarter scale statue of Tracker that had 2 of them, and they were like snarling and like chasing him and everything like that.
In this shot, I got him feeding him a chest burster. So here you go, dinner time.
Oh, that's dope. I like that. That's dope.
But we weren't really. Here's another shot of the mask. Look at that mask, man. That mask is just beautiful. And one of the things I don't like about them is the lack of fishnet on them. But look at the details on their skin there. Look at that skin. It's all scaly and stuff. Here he is next to Scar.
Right back.
But yeah, I like my Tracker. I don't think I need it. Any of the other ones, and of course, Tracker's got Spider-Man by the throat. Oh, we lost Lou. It's just me. I'm all by myself. Yeah. I don't know if we're getting P-Rock, man. He must be in the shower, like enjoying himself in the shower. So who knows? Maybe he's not enjoying himself. Maybe it's horrible. There you go, Lou.
I'm back. No, he said he was releasing the Kraken. So, either he had like a big heavy dinner and it's just hitting him now, and just let loose. I'm just saying, release the Kraken have many different meanings depending on what you're saying. You know what I mean? If you're sitting on the porcelain throne and you're releasing the Kraken, oh boy.
Yeah, Jeff, I would join some Canadian Facebook groups for Hot Toys, but I don't need an excuse to be further in debt right now. But I will keep that in mind when I'm ready to buy some more stuff that I'm not buried in pre-orders about. Yeah, Jeff, I'm going to keep that one hidden. Jeff, I'm going to keep that comment hidden because it's just not appropriate. But you know what? I can see it, so just know that I've seen it. So, but yeah. He says, laugh out loud, okay. Let me get back to this. I'm going to get back to Hot Toys. Is there anything you want to look at here?
What's a one? On here, no. I'm pretty much good. It's it's like beating a dead horse, man. We've seen everything here. We've talked about everything here, other than what we're excited for. Give me one moment.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up this stream, man. I don't think there's much else to talk about tonight. What I want to do though, I need to get a hold of Chris. I want to have a stream for comic books. And Chris and I could do a stream, and I guess you read enough books. Maybe you can have you as well, Lou.
Oh, dude!
But that way we don't have to worry about competing with Hot Toys either. Say again?
Oh, dude! If we do a comic book stream, I'm gonna have to go into my archives real quick and just pull some stuff out, man. And this is not graded stuff because I only got my first graded book this year. But a couple of comics that I love, like we could go into comic book talk right now. My Back in Black. Oh, that's one of my favorite, bro. I think that was my first like collector's hardcover that I've ever gotten. Oh my god, dude! Just that story arc of Aunt May getting shot and him trying to figure out who sent the.
That was right before One More Day, right?
Yeah, it was right before One More Day. Like, don't get me wrong. A lot of people hate One More Day. I think if they did something right about One More Day, it's like the premise, and they could have changed the narrative altogether. You get what I'm saying? Like, Mephisto in it, get him involved doing something else, but just something different. You know what I mean? Not what they did, and that was the outcome. You know what I mean?
My biggest problem is that my biggest problem is he threw away his marriage with his wife for his old Aunt May that was all but dead anyway.
Yeah, that is like the dumbest thing ever, because at this point in time, he's a man. He's a man, and she's suffering. She's alone. Like, all right, let her suffer some more.
Sean, welcome to the stream, man. We were looking at the quarter scale Dark Knight pictures that they posted. Problem is that it's quarter scale. You know, it's beautiful, but it's quarter scale, and none of us here want to invest in quarter scales for the room and the price. But
my wife see a quarter scale. I'm hanging. She's hanging me. Like, what the fuck is this big shit?
But there it is. We were going over it because Ben came on after he said he was going to go to bed and mentioned that they posted pictures of this. So we got the news, we got the scoop. We're all over it. We went over it. Yep. But yeah, Lou, what I want to do is maybe get with Chris and you and maybe a comic book person or two and do a comic book only stream where we can just talk about comic books, not necessarily Hot Toys, and see what the interest is in that. Because I mean, right now, like tonight, you know, Justin streamed over my time and, you know, totally messed up this stream, you know, him being on, you know, and just finding a time slot for this material.
But there wasn't really much to talk about if we already beaten it, you know, like a dead horse in, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Flash dropped. Yeah, we talked about Flash. Stuff. Yeah, Flash dropped. We talked about Flash. I did the unboxing and pose this guy. Cyborg Spider-Man. I didn't really talk about him tonight, but I talked about him last week when I was streaming. So, because I think he had just dropped last week, right? Yeah, and I think I was like, I'm waiting for you to get it so we can see you pose it. So.
Yeah, as long as that arm is not, you know, like that completely, you know, with all the figures, that's my biggest worry. Because if you notice in a lot of these figures that they would select certain spots to put ratchet joints in and then others not.
Yeah, so, I don't know why they don't use ratchet joints for everything, you know. What would be a reason not to use ratchet joints? What would be a reason not to use other than the cost? What about the suit?
If the suit,
what about the suit?
Like put it like this. Let's say we have something that's locked in position, right? And over time, the suit damages, but it's not necessarily the wrinkles. It's the pulling of the thread that holds the suit together. Because the thread that holds the suit doesn't stretch with the rest of the suit. It's a basically a piece of nylon string that holds everything together, and the suit is supposed to stretch itself. But give it enough pressure, enough force, eventually it will pop.
I guess, so, but I mean, you know, that's your own fault, really. That's kind of your own fault. What's up, Adrian? Man, you guys are popping in late.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh, you know what else was on? While we were on collecting weekly, they were on.
What was on? I'm sorry, you broke up a bit.
Doing that. Collecting Weekly. They were on. Hold on.
Oh.
Honest.
Savages, man. I guess Tuesday is not going to work for me, man.
How's this? This sound better?
Oh my God, that's so much better. Yes.
Oh my goodness, my bad.
That's all good, man. You were just
Collecting on, and Justin was on. So it's like we're competing with people that have the numbers, but
yeah,
it is what it is. We'll talk our stuff. But comic books, I think we should do something with comic books that would be very intriguing, whether it be like IDW, Dark Horse, Marvel, DC, something. Like I like the IDW crossovers. They're pretty good. Trying to get my hands on the crossovers with Ghostbusters and Transformers. Sometime this year. But I got my Turtles, both the first and the second one, both awesome. Love the art.
Hold on, I'm trying to get to this. He asked for the Predators, but the search is not working out here. Why is it a Carnage there? It's got the Predator statue.
Predator. It would be safe purchase due to its age.
Here you go. Toys to Net. Toys to Net is the site that's got the tracker still up. It's also got the Shadow Predator from Predator 2, which this is a really good Predator, although it doesn't have a biomask. He comes with the Predator 2 type spear. There's your tracker Predator for $240. As Lou was reading or mentioning, you got to be very careful with this pleather here. Mine I got worked out fine, and then I quickly put my finisher on it, and it's looking great. But you gotta be very careful with the pleather straps. I mean, look, he's got the most pleather out of all of them because this is all pleather here, and then these straps here, that's all pleather, and then these straps here on his leg, I think, are also pleather.
Yeah, well, anything that's holding the armor is going to be pleather when it comes to a Predator.
Oh, I forgot to show the picture I was talking about.
Yeah, like I think with Predators, these three Predators, the Falconer, Tracker, and Berserk, they're visually unique and eye-catching. Because after this, you don't see this style no more.
Yeah.
So take it as you will. A good one-off, a bad one-off. On a quote-unquote super Predator, which all they did was give him a bigger head and maybe like 2-inch platforms or something like that.
Adrian says every time he checks Facebook, he's hoping to see Pennywise release. And let me pull out the finisher for you there, Jeff.
Yep, get that finisher.
All right, so the tracker is using the gloss. This is the wrong stuff. Hold on. The tracker has the gloss on this picture here. That's the gloss. Let me zoom in to me, I guess. The brand is Angelus, and it's made specifically for leather products. That's why I use it. I think one of them says, and I don't have a gloss. I'm sorry, satin is this one here. So that's good. Satin's the glossiest one that I have. If I can find a good focal plane here. Just doesn't want to really give you a clear look, does it? And then, of course, you got the matte. So if you don't want it quite as shiny as that, you can get the matte. But the same brand, Angelus, for professional use, keep from freezing, keep out of children's, blah, blah, blah. But it's, if applying over leather dye, make sure that article is dry before application, blah, blah, blah. But apply evenly to the leather, allow it to dry, yada, yada, yada. So this is made specifically for leather products, which pleather, I think, falls into that. Yeah, it'd be good for Vader, but if you don't want to add gloss, I would go with the matte. The matte's actually not too dull. I use the matte on my whatchamajiggy, you know, the guy, Deathwatch Mando. And he worked out really well. I like that a lot. So I like the matte a lot, actually. I kind of wish I'd done matte on all of it, but the gloss doesn't look too bad on this Predator here. It catches a light pretty interesting. Like I wish I could zoom in more for you, but
got my two sailors.
But this pleather is all holding up really well for me because I did that finish on it. But I don't handle this figure as much as some of my other ones either. So. Sean, you're just so mean. He wants to see. They want to see if the Pennywise will be as delayed as the first Hulkbuster. Pennywise is very delayed.
Ooh, that's an insult. Ooh, like Hulkbuster was delayed. What, 4 years?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I wasn't buying Hot Toys back then. Adrian, as far as I know, the acrylic finisher should protect your pleather a lot, but the problem is you got to remember is it's acrylic, so it kind of coats on as it's not flexible. It's not that flexible. Acrylic, if you pose it around a lot, the acrylic is eventually going to crack. It won't crack the pleather underneath, but it's going to crack the coat. So you may need to readdress that if you're posing around the pleather piece a lot, or handling it a lot. You may need to reapply a coat, but the pleather will seal, or the finish will seal in the pleather. So basically, it puts a coat over the pleather, so the pleather's got nowhere to go. It's got nowhere to disintegrate to. And the back, of course, of the pleather stuff is all like a suede backing anyway, so that's not going to chip away and fall apart. The other weakness you're going to have with the pleather that you can't really do much about is where they glue it to whatever, it's strapping to or whatever, like an armor piece or something. That's going to be your weak point for the pleather at that point, because that can still sever off, because you are not going to be able to get that stuff down into those cracks enough to really sort that out exactly.
The other thing you get that. Do is keep it moist and keep it from drying up, which you would have to use baby oil and let it sit for a day or two without touching it, and just let it get absorbed. And once you do that, then you 303 it. If you don't want to go the acrylic route. If you go the acrylic route, you already know what you're getting into. But if you're gonna mess with it a lot and pose it a lot, baby oil, leave it dry for a day, and you only apply it on the leather pieces, the pleather pieces. You let the oils absorb, and once it dries, then you could apply your 303 for protection.
If you pose it once, it really depends on where the pleather is that you're covering. Like Darth Vader, you're probably going to need to just pay close attention to what that's doing. If you see the 30 or the finisher starting to show any kind of handling wear, then you may want to reapply or whatever. But 303 is going to be nice to keep it moist and hopefully keep it from drying out and cracking. But once it starts doing it, it's not going to be able to stop it. It's not going to be able to protect it any further. The damage will be done. So by that point, if you run into that kind of problem with just 303, that point, once you first notice that it's starting to flake, then you need to get some of that finisher on there and just try not to mess with it as much. I mean, just gonna be very careful. So if that's the way you want to go, that could work pretty well for you. Yeah. Vaseline, coconut oil, I don't know. Lou may know. He looks like a guy who would play around with those things.
Vaseline, I'm not familiar with. I've never heard of using Vaseline before on pleather, but I know baby oil works, like the Johnson & Johnson stuff, the cheap stuff, you don't need a lot. You just need a little bit. Get some one of those little bottles. You can cover like 10 figures with that. You know what I mean? You don't oversaturate it. You just go over it real quick and let the oils absorb the pleather or put it around, excuse me, and then let it dry. Once it dries, you add your 303 on it, and you should be fine. As long as you take care of your stuff, you're not manhandling it like I do. Like I manhandle myself to oblivion.
That's what she said.
Well, yeah, that's how I got my daughter.
JDK. Let's see. When you apply 303, don't you have to wipe it with cloth? You can't just leave it on, or am I wrong? Use 303 wipes, and that's what I do. I don't wipe it back down with anything else. I mean, with the 303, you use the wipes, you wipe it, wipe down on the pleather, and then you should be good to go. Don't handle it for a few minutes. Let that, soak in or whatever. But yeah, most of my pleather though I handle with the finisher now. To be honest with you, I don't 303 a lot right now. And then the stuff that I've been using, because I also use 303 on some of the rubber. I'm probably gonna just start switching to that Shinichi grease that I bought. I just need to find some gloves because I don't want to touch them.
You can use a Q-tip.
Yeah. But then they're gonna get the little fuzzies all over the figure, and I don't want to do that.
Well, not with a Q-tip. Not with a Q-tip, because what happens is that when you use the Q-tip, it'll smear it on. But what happens is that the Q-tip absorbs what the Shinichi grease is, and it doesn't flake. It actually
it doesn't flake
it doesn't flake out like the little strands of the cotton. It actually absorbs and clings onto each other. So when you spread it on with a Q-tip, or like I said, use a thimble. You'll be all right.
All right. JDK says he feels the finisher is better, but you can always use both to be extra safe. And he's laughing. I guess you can. I don't know what 303 would do to the acrylic, to be honest with you, because it may dissolve it. I don't know. I've never tried it on both.
They're mixing chemicals right now, so you don't know what kind of negative effect that would have if you do one after the other. Because I understand that once the acrylic finisher dries, it's basically like a clear coat paint. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
But when it comes to pleather, thing that's supposed to be really like a fake version of leather, you want to make sure that that's well taken care of. There's different ways of rejuvenating leather or replacing it by removing the entire thing that's flaking and then putting on this pleather fixer, which you can apply with a brush. So I think Justin's done it with Sub-Zero, the World Box Sub-Zero. You can see that as reference. I've done it with my Sub-Zero as well, and it's worked thus far. But once it starts, peeling and flaking, after that, it's just downhill from there. But it's options. Options with pleather. It's the cheapest thing that they could do, but this is what we got. This is what we can do to help mitigate that. Or just don't touch the figure, or don't buy the figure if it has pleather. That's why I'm staying away from Flash.
All right, so Adrian is asking my thoughts on this figure here. So let me zoom into me. This is a really nice figure. Now, there's a few things about him that I wasn't aware of when I got him. One, he's got fat suit on his legs to bulk up his legs, so you can't get the leg up really any higher than that. That's as high as that leg's going to go, which is kind of sad. You can't get...
Does it drop?
I'm sorry, Lou, what?
Does the leg drop when you try to get it up to its highest point? Does it just drop right after?
I mean, it went like a centimeter, or not even that much, but it went a little bit. But yeah, it's got back from
because of the weight, right?
Well, it dropped a little bit, not from the weight. He's actually a pretty light figure. It just dropped down a little bit. Because the fat suit probably just pushed it back.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The other thing that bothers me, and this is just a problem with all troopers, is the the armor impact keeping you from getting the real pose that you want to get. But that's just something you get with troopers in general when you get the troopers. Now the nice thing is that his legs don't have that, so the legs don't have the armored impact, but you do have the fat suit that's hindering its the lifting of the knee. He does have double joints though in the backside, so he can get that, but he can't lift his knee up where I'd want him to. The nice thing is too, with his left hand, it actually holds this gun underneath instead of sitting there, kind of, just a little underneath it or whatever, not quite holding it. So that's really nice. The strap is nice. It's not pleather. It's an actual like cloth strap, so it has mobility and doesn't hang funny like a lot of the other straps that they do that are pleather. So it hangs like like a real strap would, which is awesome. And you can tighten that strap and not worry about anything wrong with that. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed he's got the fat suit on the legs. If I can get his armor off, I may, but I don't know how this belt comes off, to be honest with you. Oh, there we go. Velcro there. All right. So I can Velcro that off. That Velcros, but this you have to unsnap, and I don't think I want to do that. Although this might be Velcro under here. I don't know. It's a little iffy to pull on this, to be honest with you. So I don't think I'm going to be pulling off his fat suit unless I can find somebody with a video doing it. So I can watch it properly and not go do stupid stuff like I did my heavy infantry Mando. Yeah, I got the grunt coming too. What's up, Pablo? So I got both of these ordered. And the grunt, I'm gonna have to get my 3D printer up and running soon because I want to print out the lunch tray. I gotta print out the lunch tray. And the cool thing is he's got two sets of hands that can hold the lunch tray, which is awesome because you'll use these relaxed hands that he's using to hold this into the gun. You'll just kind of curve them underneath it.
Somebody or a few people complain about some lunch trays.
Dude, he needed to come with it. It was just dumb that he didn't. I mean, that was an iconic scene. I know it's not a gun or something, but dang, just totally missed that.
He needs his lunch tray with some porridge in his bowl.
Didn't he just have a cup? I have to watch the scene again, but I only remember seeing a cup on it. He might have had a bowl too. I don't know. But from the angle, all I remember seeing was a cup, for his coffee or drink or whatever. But yeah, I'm going to be getting the grunt. And yeah, I'm disappointed that he's got the fat suit. What was that? I didn't catch that, Lou. I was looking at the chat real quick, make sure. Oh yeah, your Stay Puft. What was the other figure you had in your hand?
Popeye and Bluto, like my sailors. I got my sailors. Today's a sailor.
Oh, you got both Popeyes? Oh,
I got both Popeyes.
So you got the white one too, and as well as that one?
Sailor suit, and I also got the blue and white that comes with Bluto. I just kept in the package because out of all of them, this is the one that's I played with the most. So he's a little beat up. He's even missing a button.
Oh, you lost a button.
Because it was like one of those iron-on vinyl things that they give to the So, I've taken his shirt off and showed the tattoo on his back. I was thinking about getting some of those decals so I could put tattoos on him and make him look like that common artist rendition of Popeye, where he's all beefy, looks all beat up too, and then he has like I am what I am across his chest. On the side of his arm, he has olive oil. Then he has like a pirate ship on his stomach or something like that, a battleship. It looks crazy, like the imagery that I saw. And I was like, I need to try to figure out to do that on my figure. Then I gave up on it and couldn't look for it. Couldn't find the one that I wanted, really, in the scale that I wanted it in. So I just gave up on it, put back on his shirt, kept doing shots with his shirt on and off, and I'm like, all right. And then eventually it just fell off.
All right. Well, I mean, I would have probably brought that one out too if I was bringing a toy with me, because the white suit I would imagine be harder to keep clean too. I mean,
yep.
So,
white suit and the blue and white suits are keep clean because it's white on the bottom and it's transparent cloth. So it's like if you wet it, you can see the color tone behind the pants. So it's like one of those like nice cotton shirts, if you will. But I got his beat up head with me. I like that beat up head. It's funny, you know, that they come with beat up heads and stuff like that. Like Mezco knocked this out of the park. It's very underrated and also highly sought after in the aftermarket. So
JDK is asking if we think that they're going to fix Arc Jesse's inaccuracies. Apparently, his shins shouldn't have those bands around them, and he should have a sort of button pad on his right wrist, similar to Cody. They used the Echo and 5 shin mold they had from when they worked with Sideshow, but I'm hoping they realize it's wrong for Jesse. Honestly, I'm not that anal retentive about it, so I'm not quite sure what we're talking about here, but you know,
little inaccuracies amongst a clone that looks like everyone else. It won't be noticeable unless you're like, you know, hardcore aesthetics. It needs to match. It's kind of like that whole Batman logo situation where instead of having the 2 tips, he has 3 tips that are sticking out. So it depends. You know, you can always change that up if you wanted to.
Yeah, I doubt Hot Toys is going to go back and fix the quote-unquote inaccuracies, though. I think that this is pretty much just stuff that they were able to work with from what they already had. I'd be surprised if they really changed the look of them much. The price tag is a turnoff, huh? Obviously, you don't want Jesse then. That is pretty high, though, considering Rex was what, 255?
55.
But I mean, we got inflation now. You know, this is the world we live in. So the blue shins should just be smooth. Well, that's hard to depict because I mean, yeah, in Clone Wars, the show, yeah, they should be smooth because they don't really have texture on a lot of their animations. But this is live action now, basically. I mean, this figure is depicting a realistic, look to it. So maybe that's why we have that texture on there.
People in my opinion, people need to stop going hardcore on the animation, comparing it to the animation, when the animation doesn't follow the laws of physics completely because it's CGI. They have to apply physics into it. So if they fall and bust their butts or whatever the case may be, their paint job's gonna get scuffed up. You know what I mean? In the animation versus if it was something happening in live action, things get scuffed up. That's why they have, the hero suit, and then they have the stunt double suit, then they have the other suits, just to make sure everything is accurate to whatever it is that they're filming. But they have these issues in real life. So applying this figure in a realistic sense with Star Wars as it is, it's fine. All the nitpicking of the little things here and there to the animation, you're still remembering that this is not an animated figure. This is a live action figure. This is not the side. This is the
worst case scenario. You can always get a 3D print of the proper shin guards for you. I mean, personally, I prefer to have the texture just so it's not looking so flat. Because I mean, like when you look at your regular trooper, there's he's got the armor and that's it. There's like no real dimension to it at all. It's just, it's very, and I get it because those armors are developed in the 70s. They were working with what they had, but it's very one dimensional. Whereas this is pulling it out. It's making it look more realistic, I guess is the word. But I get it. I mean, I'm the same way with the Clone Wars Obi-Wan and Anakin, I prefer the animated head sculpts for those personally. I wouldn't want a Hayden Christensen head sculpt. But I don't have a picture right now of Echo and Jesse in Clone Wars available. So I won't have a side-by-side comparison, but
Clone Wars or Attack of the Clones? See,
probably Clone Wars, because that's where you got Jesse and
Clone Wars, right?
I'll be right back.
All right. Hi, people. I took over. I'm back. Crazy man is back. Let me stop. I'm checking it out now. Just give me a second. Clone Wars, Jesse. Images. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. All right. Let's see here. So I can't see any of the comments, so forgive me. I'm gonna try to like jump back and forth between the stream and give me a second. I'll make sure I have the live stream up on this side. Sorry, you're getting all this. My bad. All right, I got that. There we go. So this is the armor. There's some textures here, little scuff marks, right? But everything on this, even the face, is smooth. All this looks smooth. This is CGI. You can't get the realism to really come out on this. Let's see if there's another picture. There you go. Image. See? Very flat. Like they try to add like a little bit of grind and dirt to it over here. Over here you got some scuff marks, but everything is very, very, very flat, very smooth. But shiny is only the visor from what I see right now in this specific image. Let's see if this have anything else here. Yeah, nothing shiny. Oh, someone got pruned. Yep. See, all this is faded, nothing really glossy and shiny, only the visor shiny. So really, I don't see what you're talking about as far as that, unless you're comparing it to the, see, all beat up.
Yeah, there's that flat shin thing that he's talking about.
Yeah, flat shin. That's a part of the animation style.
It's just the way they do the animation style.
That's
they don't.
Animation style. This is why it won't work with certain things. Here's the Black Series. And they don't even have it either. Their bodies on the Black Series are still using the whatchamacallit, the actual figures. Look at this. This is nice.
Yeah, they're just adding more realism to it. I mean, heck, they're using Tamara Morrison head sculpt for I mean, they're not using a Clone Wars animation head sculpt either. But
yeah, see, Clone Wars animation is very like even here, there's like it's the flatness lasts longer. It's there, but it's very short. It's short because it's the way it's designed as the armor is in live action, and this is a live action representation of what we see in Clone Wars. So let me see. Oh, my Spider-Man review. I'm still working on the editing because I'm doing something different with my channel. It's not going to be just reviews. I just don't want to reveal it just yet. It takes time doing what I'm planning on doing with it. Plus, I'm a father and I'm a husband, so I got to get that stuff taken care of.
Oh, editing is time consuming. That's why I've kind of stopped doing that stuff, man.
It's coming. Like I got it over the weekend. I did the review on video. I'm editing it now, and I'm adding the stuff that I need to do to actually change my direction in the channel. I'm bringing it out. Don't worry, it's coming.
Yeah, but to go back to the shins thing, I mean, I think it's just a matter of trying to bring a figure to life, because they're trying to give you something more than a Black Series figure, and they're just trying to add, textures where maybe the animators just slacked off and didn't do those textures for animation time, and they just decided, this is where we're going to go. But yeah, let's see. Echoes and Five's armor is similar, which is why I wanted Jesse's differences, just in case we do get Echoes and Fives. But why would his armor be different? As far as the actual build of the armor, color, yeah, but the build of the armor, I mean, it should be similar pieces of armor, right?
Yeah, the armors are very similar. There's very little, if not any, differences between the two, other than color swaps. Details that people who believe that are there, it's due to the animation style versus it being what you see in live action. So, like I said, you have to separate the two. The art style is one thing, what you actually see physically is another. So you have to, put that in your mind's eye. When you see these people, they're using the live action characters to put them in these hot toy figures. Like Maz, if you want the animation look, you go with Sideshow, and we don't know if Sideshow's going to go all the way through with the animation route with their clone.
I doubt it. They're just doing enough to hold the license, I think, at this point.
Yeah, but
they just don't want to give that up.
Not cool. If Sideshow actually gives us the animation stuff, that's going to be a hard tempting for me because I grew up watching it. That's what that was, So
I would do that for the main characters where they have head sculpts where you see faces, but I wouldn't do that for troopers. I mean, even if they did a Jesse's or Fives or any of that stuff, I would do the Hot Toys one, even though it's got Tamara Morrison instead of the animated head sculpt. That works for me. But like Anakin and Obi-Wan and any like Ahsoka, I would want the animated head sculpts for those characters because that's what I identify them as. I mean, whereas the troopers are almost always wearing the helmet, so it's not a huge deal for me. Jeff wants to know what's more time-consuming, live streams or videos? I mean, technically, live streams probably can be if you're on them every day, like Nate. But if you're only on them a couple times a week, it's not too bad. Editing can be a real headache, though. I mean, it's not just how much time it takes, but like syncing up audio.
Yeah.
I could spend a couple hours just trying to find music to use in my videos. I mean, and it's just frustrating because then you have to edit the music to work in the video. And then you're gonna
Let's put it like this. I'm trying to not get flagged for music in the background or anything else like that. Because remember, I am a father. I do take care of my daughter as soon as I get home. Make sure she's okay. When we do the live streams in the morning, I'll pop in, do my thing, and then as soon as I'm done, I gotta get some sleep. Before I even close my eyes, I go back and check on my daughter because, my in-laws is, watching her while I'm doing that. So it's like I'm juggling a lot of things, and a lot of people have said, "Loco, when do you sleep? When do you sleep?" You see, it's when do I sleep? I have to get in some type of nap in there. But it is coming. I got it. I told you I'm going to do it. Got the video pretty much recorded, editing. Now, the direction that I'm taking it in, I'm not spoiling for you guys. You guys are going to have to sub, watch, wait for it. When things start to slow down, excuse me, Canadian Dry. Whew. Excuse me. When things starts to slow down during the holidays and I have more time to actually do stuff and I don't have to worry about watching my daughter while my wife is home, then I could really focus on it and push it out. Because remember, YouTube is not my job, it's my hobby. And I know you guys are, anxious to see the review on it. And it is a dope figure. Remember, it's third party, it's a custom. The body's like a gang hood body. It's nice. The jacket, I have to, go through my steps and taking care of it because it's not pleather, but it's very thin leather. Very thin.
Yeah.
Almost, but just like anything else, under enough stress, it will tear, it will break if you, try to go, ape shit with it.
Well, fellas, I think we're going to call it here, man. I think it's gotten pretty quiet. So I think we're going to call it for the night. We'll try to do another stream next week, but I'm not sure what day we're going to go on. I want to find one day and stick with it, but if Justin streams on Tuesday nights, I'm not going to be able to compete with that. So I don't know what night. Anybody got a suggestion what night that they feel are lacking? That'd be great. Any night's pretty much available for me. So I don't know what Nate's doing.
How's Monday nights?
I was going to do Monday night this week, but the thing is, this guy showed up today, so I did Tuesday, because I had him. But if Monday's pretty quiet, I can do Mondays. So
yeah, try do a Monday morning or Monday afternoon.
Oh, will
whichever time frame works. We'll see what's good, bro. Yeah, you're late to the party, man. Fridays and Saturdays, Jeff, is pretty much tied up with a lot of other people.
Yeah, I've tried to do a Friday one before, and then I got called out. Basically, well, I didn't get called out, but Don decided to stream.
But it's tied up with a lot of other content creators that are part of the community, and overlapping is never really good. You always want to have a good window slot where certain people are doing certain things. And then you have Justin's, you have Jetta's, you have the CW guys, then you have us, then you have Geeking Out, and you got all that in tandem, and everybody has a nice time slot, where they're comfortable, and that comfortable time slot is kind of like work schedule. You know what I mean? You got first shift, second shift, and third shift. Everyone hates second shift. Everyone wants first shift, and third shift is only for those who find it convenient for themselves, like me. So,
all right. Well, I'm going to set up a poll right now in my community.
Yeah, hit that poll up.
Good night. Should we aim for?
Yeah, guys.
Schedule live streams.
If you have any opinions or any ideas, throw them in the chat. I'm watching it right now, the chat, just to see what you guys doing. Mondays is a no-go for me. Yeah, sorry, bro. Everybody has a slot. We can't take up other people's slots, because then people will want to see what the other people are doing. We're a community. We want to see what each other's talking about, other people's opinions, and so on and so forth. But we don't want to compete in that aspect of fighting for viewership, because it's just not fun. This is supposed to be a fun hobby. This is supposed to be the downtime. This is away from the stress, away from the drama. So looking for a nice window of opportunity to come in and just talk figures, talk toys, talk comics, possibly even talk customs down the line, because I'll be working on a little project after the new year, and get Maz's input, because he's been doing customization stuff for a while, dioramas and stuff like that. So we could pick each other's brains. Yeah.
All right. Well, I posted a poll so we can decide what nights are good for you guys. It only let me do 5 days total. It only let me do 5 options. But since Sunday we have Geeking Out, that's kind of off the table anyway. And Wednesday we have Geeking Out, it's kind of off the table as well. So it works out. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday nights. And when I say nights, I would like to try to go on a little earlier than this, to be honest with you, than the 9:30 start time. But yeah. We talked about the Dark Knight announcement already. I mean, I can always pull it back up, I guess, but we talked about it a couple of times already.
Pablo's funny.
Yeah, Pablo's funny.
Oh man.
There you go.
But I'm up for whatever you're trying to do, Maz. I'll always join you when I can. If I'm not busy or anything.
Well, I mean, we got this poll for to choose these this next night, I guess, for the next stream, and then we're gonna set up a night for comic book table talk. So We'll talk about, comic collecting, and I don't really read a lot of the new books though, just because I'm a completionist, so I find myself chasing variants and all that kind of stuff, and that just gets too expensive.
Yeah,
I haven't read any new books in a while. The last thing I was reading was the Alien series, and then my shop cut me out of 2 issues, so I missed that.
Well, I think with the comic book talk, we could talk about the blast from the past stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, blast from the past, the collecting in general, just some do's and
Yeah.
don'ts and that kind of stuff.
Right
Yeah.
now, the new wave is digital. Everybody can go digital. I think Marvel has this subscription that's like what, $10 a month, and you can see everything that's out now and everything that was out back then or something like that. Which I
It's
think
usually 6 months though, isn't it? 6 months after the book has actually come out when they post it on the digital.
but still, it's access. You have access to the material. Plus, with YouTube, you have a lot of people who review the comic books and do voiceovers or talk as if the story is happening as a narrator, and you can catch up like that. But I always find a way to go to my Barnes and Nobles or my comic book shop, pick up a comic book and just read it outright, put it back on the shelf, as long as I don't ding it or anything like that. I'm kind of bougie like that sometimes, when I don't want to pay for a book and just like, I want another story. Am I something I'm going to invest in it? That's how I started with Venom. The Agent Venom line, I got one because I wanted issue 1. The cover looked nice. When I read it, I'm like, okay, I put in a subscription every day to get that comic. Like, is this one out? No, it's going to be another month or so. Okay, is this one out? Is it out yet? No. All right, I got to wait another month. And I was chasing that. Religiously because that book was so good.
All right. Well, like I said, I got the poll up, so we're gonna set that up. We'll figure out when we're streaming, what night we're gonna stream on. I'm leaning towards either Monday or Saturday, personally. I mean, either of those days work for me, but really any of the days work for me, except I'm already kind of tied to Nate's stream times, too. So
if you do Mondays, let's say you do Mondays and Saturdays, right? Mondays could be for toys or for comics, and vice versa. You pick one for toys and one for that, or you can just dedicate yourself to a single day, whichever one fits your bill.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Like I said, the poll is up. So, guys, if you're subscribed or whatever, you can go to the community tab and go look at the poll and decide what you want to do there. If you're not already subscribed, though, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It helps me get noticed, so we can have more in-depth conversation. More engagement. You guys have been great, though. I really appreciate all of you. And Loco Lu, you got anything you want to add tonight?
Yeah, guys, just hold on tight to your wallets. This is a good time with friends. You know what I mean? Yeah, you see us in geeking out, but this is more of I want to say slower pace. And that's because we've seen everything already.
Yeah.
So it is slower pace. We're kind of rehashing everything we already saw, but other than that, like, it's always good hanging out with you, Maz and Lane and Pete Rock if he ever showed up.
I don't know. He probably fell back asleep on the floor of the shower this time.
Nah, man. Like this dude, man. He He's sleep deprived. He's sleep deprived because you talk. He's his videos. He's doing his reviews and stuff. Like it gets to the point where I know where he's coming from, because dedicating to yourself to YouTube is basically another job, especially you're doing the lighting, you're doing the camera, you're doing the hosting, the narrations, and the music. Then you're doing that. You're doing production, pre-production, and stuff. And basically, you understand how the film industry works, but you're doing everything. You're the single individual doing everything. So it gets like that.
Jeff shooting shots at Lane here. Tell P-Rock to talk to Lane more if he needs sleep. Oh, P-Rock, you're here, man.
I'm here.
Good of you to join us, man. I was about to call it, man, because I'm just getting kind of tired. I don't have much more to add.
Dude,
I just feel like we're just kind of dragging our feet, you know. So,
well, because we talked about everything before.
Yeah. We
had
did.
the mind and everything else, but you know what?
I've never met what.
We could talk about possible customs and projects that we would want to work on, like you was doing with your house, and what add-ons you're gonna do. So, you know, wow, P-Rock, yeah, you sleep deprived, bro. You sleep deprived.
Yeah, I texted him, told him.
I remember Thursdays is my day to like KO. You don't see me or hear from me, nothing. I'm KO unless Nate gets me in the morning of a Thursday and I'm inside the house. We're talking whatever. Once I KO, bro, I don't wake up until 9. I'm like, oh, I'm done. Hibernation. I'm good. I'm rejuvenated for the rest of the week because I spend 2 days out of the week up for 24 hours over.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's Mondays and Saturdays. So I'm burning the candle on both ends all those days.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go ahead and take off for tonight, I think, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Loco Lu. Don't forget to check out Geeking Out. We'll be streaming tomorrow night on Geeking Out at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a whole different panel, so maybe we'll have something else drop tonight, and we'll be able to talk about it tomorrow when we're on. And we'll see you then. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Like, share, comment.
Yep.
And apparently, Loco Lu doesn't like Noble much. I think the problem is Loco Lu can't see the chat unless I click on it.
No, sorry, Noble. I can't see the chat, brother. Like, I have to actually like turn my head and look at my monitor. So it's like I have my stuff for work, then doing this with y'all, and then going back to this, and I can't keep up. And plus, I'm looking at the monitor over here. So
yeah, he's got to do his job too. So if I don't post it, he doesn't see it usually.
Yeah, exactly.
Pablo, thank you, appreciate it. Neil, Noble, have a good night. P-Rock, I wish we could have had you tonight, but maybe next time. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night over at Geeking Out. So make sure you subscribe over there if you're not already over there. Yeah, P-Rock can't walk or Loco Lu can't walk and chew gum, apparently. That's what P-Rock says. Yeah, that's what he's saying, man. Shots fired.
What? P-Rock.
I think these kind of comments are just trying to keep me here, man.
P-Rock. Listen, I got you. Don't worry, okay?
Jeff?
I don't want to go that far with you, brother. Because if I do, it's like a Macho Man just jumping off the top rope and just landing the elbow, brother. Just chill. You don't want 300 pounds weight on you, bro. Just saying.
Jeff, man, I appreciate you being here, man. You've been here most of the night. I appreciate it. So, in fact, I think all of the night. I think he was one of the first people actually here. So, thanks for staying with us this long. Guys, have a great night. Appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow night over at Geeking Out. Enjoy, guys.
Ciao.
Oh, that's not what I want to do. Dang it. Where is the thing? Hold on. I want to do this.
Puff, man. It's all about the puff.
That's not what I wanted to do. Man, I wanted to show the background by itself real quick just before I left. This is crazy.
You got tabs open?
Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff open. And hide current comment, that's nice. And then I was trying to get just I don't know. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Have a great night. And take it easy, guys.